thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as facts or an indicting nature to any party, viewing, or mention. We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching.
Oh, shit.
Hey, episode 43 of What's the Word?
That girl finna be like, hey, I know that space. That's crazy.
She's very familiar
Shout out
with
to LSD, man.
Shout out to LSD, look a little different.
Historical moments happen here, man.
Yeah, it's a little comfortable.
How you doing, Cody?
Look, cause you talking about girl giving head in the studio. I'm trying to
Who
change this.
said that?
You definitely did open up.
When
with
did I
that.
say that? I did not say that. Did I say that? I did not say that. That's
So,
not what I
Said that,
said.
girl.
Gonna be like, hey, it looks familiar.
Nobody knew what I was referring to. And
Nobody
that's
know.
not what I was referring
No one
to.
has
Yes,
to
he
know.
was.
You know what I mean? Girls come in here.
And give head.
I never said that. I never said that. Look,
It go
I'm
down.
sitting real close to this door and I'm finna leave up out of it.
Studio love for real. But what's going on, y'all? It's boy Cody here. You know what I'm saying? Episode 43 of What's the Word? It's episode 43, right?
Yeah.
Clap it up for episode 43, everybody. Yeah. No, what's the 7? Number 7 completion. That means we did something good. 4 plus 3 equals 7.
Why you always trying to add stuff up to 7?
Because y'all pointed out in my when we did 25. I thought that was just cool.
Okay, you're right. We did do it. So I'm gonna give you that. Yeah, 4 plus 3 did equal 7.
So that's why it's a good episode. We in Studio A. I got my cousin in the joint. You know what I'm saying? There's all the family in here. Naughty, Seal, Robin, Cree, cousin friend.
Crazy.
Cousin friend.
J. Marie in studio with us today. Clap it up for J. Marie, y'all.
Yay.
So no more delays. And we got Chris. Chris got
No more
COVID.
delays.
So
Chris,
Stop saying we got
don't
COVID.
so
Chris
chances
just
are we
lost
won't be
his voice.
having episode 44 because everybody's gonna be sick. He decided to come to work today. But how y'all feeling today?
I'm great.
Great.
Yeah, I'm good. My birthday was yesterday.
Aww.
Big Leo.
Everybody
Yeah.
getting
Happy birthday.
another happy birthday. Shout out to J. Marie.
And it's my baby's birthday, too.
Happy
My
birthday to the baby.
Happy birthday to the baby. Yay. Everybody's birthday.
He ain't no baby.
What you do?
Huh? What did I do? I took him to the water park. Got him all his gifts that he wanted. So,
Oh wait, so you like celebrate his birthday more than yours?
Yeah. So 23rd is not my birthday.
We need to get you a
I
man.
celebrate my birthday on the 20. I celebrate my birthday either the 27th or the 28th. So yeah, I'll be
That's
celebrating
cool.
this weekend. I just don't feel like I should share his birthday. Yes, because that day, 23rd, is all about him, and then I don't got to share my day. So that's
I
how I
feel
look
that.
at it.
Okay.
But I've been tripping out at the fact that I've been a mother for 10 years. Like
A mother on your birthday for 10 years is crazy.
10 years. Like
That's crazy.
a decade. Been a mama for a decade.
So you ain't never been able to pop out and show niggas on your birthday, huh?
Yes,
my
she
entire
has.
20, no, my entire 20s was literally dedicated to him. So
Yeah, a couple years.
when y'all see me outside,
As you should. Be
Hey, do me a
outside.
favor. Stay inside if you're gonna do it like that. No, that's
y'all got jokes today, I see.
It's been a good day. Like I told myself, like even from like the little post I posted on Instagram today, like it's so much bullshit going on in the world right now. Like I wanted to start today with just smiles, like high energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to do that when I come on set today because I just think the world need it right now. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah, it's too much going on.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have a good show. We're gonna pod today. And I got my Black Panther hat on, so when we get to a certain subject, I'm gonna go in.
That dirty ass head.
Damn.
I'm gonna shut up.
He was really
I'ma
trying to
shut
make that
up.
a
I'ma shut
moment.
up.
And she
See?
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Because I be
I'ma
trying
shut
to
up.
leave you
I'ma
alone,
shut
but
up.
then you want to wait till we go in front of all these people.
No, I think I forgot that we was live because
It's cool.
that's you though. You do that to her.
What?
You
Cody
wait until
starts
we're
with me.
live, and then you start messing with her. See, because he wasn't messing with you that entire time until he went on live.
yeah, then he started
Yeah.
messing with me when he went live before the show. But that's cool. We can move on. No, we did not plan a match today.
We
It's
really
laundry
didn't.
day for me. Whenever y'all see me with this dress on,
Every day is lunch
Just-
day then, huh?
Turn my camera off. I'm about to go.
You finna see her little 2 braids fly out of here.
I be really
you better
catching
leave her alone.
myself. Be really.
Her hair do look good.
Thank you. It's giving little Pocahontas. Looking for John Smith.
Colonizer.
So what we gonna
A
do
white
is,
man, okay?
So what we gonna do is we got my boy in the back in the studio, so we just gonna go ahead and just bring him in now.
Yay, Chris.
We ain't seen Chris in a minute. Chris, how you been, brother? He's showing the WNBA flag and stuff.
I told you so.
We can't read that, man. We in the new studio today. Ain't that close?
It's cool though, bro. The set look dope. You getting a lot of money out here, man. I had to realize that. Last week I wasn't able to tap in, but the pants look expensive. I don't know about you, but like us working folk, me, Cree, Bree, J. Marie, we still working folks, bro. You over there getting a lot of money. I need to know what's going on after the show. You got to tell me what's going on for you. Is it real estate? Are you James St. Patrick or something?
It's a filter. Don't let it fool you.
Ain't nobody getting no money over here. Shit, all the people you just named, they getting all my money.
Look, here go, Cody. I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
Yeah, you know, shit. Hurting the
What's up with y'all, man?
Some shit out.
What's going on with y'all, man?
You want to quit? You can take next month off. Shit, I can save me some money.
Cause you ain't trying to pay me.
Yeah,
please.
I'm gonna take Bree. Like Bree can take next month off. Seal. Like
I'm
Robin,
you
can run the show. We leave Cree at home. Just take one more. We just gonna do it like this. Just us two.
That's insane.
That's the cheapest and easiest way to fuck your
I don't know if y'all been
podcast.
seeing it, but Kamala got some money for us if we need it. I don't know if y'all know, but she the biggest gangster in the city when it comes to raising funds. You feel me?
Okay, we need to bring an AKA up in here.
I know that is crazy though, because before we get to sports though, like I do want to shout out to Kamala Harris, and I just want to shout out to all the people that I just know that's been on these calls. Like people are really like raising money to support her,
as they should.
Right up and down.
I don't know. We're not gonna start here, but we just this is dope. So we're gonna get into the recap of WNBA All-Star Weekend with Chris. Like Chris, we ain't seen you in like a month, brother. Like so, fill us in.
Yeah, man. It was a movie. I know that's a cliche, but fire. I was in Phoenix all week long, seeing all of the mountain moving women in the industry, not just on the court, but behind the scenes, from Player Society with her merch going crazy. A lot of records being broken. And of course, the hometown kid, the Mild Sauce Mamba, Angel Reese, you feel me, putting up records. The first rookie ever to have a double-double in an All-Star game.
Hey, don't know. She can't, because I'm Mild Sauce Mac.
I love that name. Mild Sauce Mamba.
They got to make a sauce for her. Like,
yes.
add a little tang to
That's
it or
raw.
something.
Chris, you're
a little spice.
I knew we kept you around for something.
I went to school for advertising, so, you know, I know a little bit about a little bit. But, yeah, it was a vibe, though. I text all three of y'all while I was out there. J. Marie and I was talking about Flage. I sat next to Flage courtside for the 3-point and the skills competition. It felt like y'all should have been there. I could have seen Bree doing the activations. Juju Gotti was out there from the Dan Le Batard show, and it just felt like What's the Word should have been there. It was a lot of energy at the convention center. Even more energy in the building. There was a bunch of legends that came out, a bunch of luminaries and superstars. Fab was there, Ty Dolla was there, Shannon Sharp. Like I said, Flage, who's a superstar. She's up next. I don't know if y'all got a chance to listen to any of her music, but she's a baller on the court. She's a baller in the studio. I will say this, though. She had a Richard Mille on, and she went to dap up Michaela Williams, who's her teammate. And when she went to dap up, it went flying, and it landed, guess where? You guessed it, right at my feet. So my lifetime, my daughter's lifetime flashed before my eyes. I'm like, damn, this is a bust down $1 million watch. Like, but I kept it cool. I was professional. Yeah, she didn't have it. She didn't have it all the way. You know what I'm saying? Situated. So when she went to dap her up and it went flying, I had to. Come on now. Come on. I wouldn't even be talking to y'all right now if I didn't. I'd be somewhere. In Bermuda, gone missing. You feel me?
See you later.
But yeah, man, it was dope. Records all around. 3.4 million people watched. The most watched women's All-Star game ever. Arike Gombawale, I don't know if y'all familiar with her, but she's basically the female Allen Iverson. Put up a record, 34 points in the game. I already talked about Angel Reese with her record. It was amazing to be a part of. It kind of got me like overwhelmed at how much energy how much of a vibe it was, how many people came out and supported, and the parties was crazy. They like
Was you
I don't
there
know
when
what.
Shorty was tweaking on Angel Reese?
Cool.
Was that the All-Star game?
Yeah, when Shorty bought them tickets,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that was so crazy. Thing is, I was standing right there when that happened. So
What
not
happened?
for nothing. So not for nothing. Two things. Shout out to the city of Phoenix because they always put on great sporting events. For whatever reason, the security that was there was on one with everybody. People that had clearances to get in and out of certain places. They even came at a couple of the announcers that were doing the game because one of the female announcers was on the court taking pictures and security was on mode. Like, y'all standing on my court with heels on, this and that. It was kind of like over the top. And I get it. Like, the energy that's coming to this sport now, it's brand new, it's fresh, so people don't know what to do with it. But sometimes we gotta like chill. We gotta relax on, especially when it's us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when you kind of deal with other people in other ways, but don't do us like that. So I will say this, like, she kind of was wilding. She was a little cloud chasey, but it was a combination of them kind of being on mode and her like forgetting where she was at. And a lot of times people fan out a little too much, and I don't know. Maybe it was the drugs. Maybe it was the excitement. I don't know. But she was doing.
I was like, I couldn't tell if maybe she was
wild.
off drugs or she was just too excited, or even if she had just started talking, because it looked like Angel couldn't even understand what she was saying before they scooped her up and took her up out of there.
And when I say Angel signed every autograph,
the caption was given. She was off perk 10s, pop perk.
You heard?
The caption wasn't making no sense.
And it wouldn't have been no big deal. When I say Angel Reese is a superstar, y'all, like, we feel it because we in the city, right? Like, she's ours. Like, we claiming her. When I say she was out there signing every autograph, taking every picture, getting all, she's the NBA, she's the WNBA's favorite player, right? Your favorite WNBA's player's favorite player. They love Angel Reese, like, love her. She was getting love from legends, from some of the players that was in the league, like not too long ago, some of the players that's out the league. Angel Reese is a superstar. She was out there moving presidential, for real.
No doubt. You know how we feel about Angel up here. So I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Last time me and you, we chopped it up about this situation.
You still owe him a full tank of gas.
I'm gonna let him ride. It's over with. That's my brother. I love him. It's cool. We good.
You need some lotion on that.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Everything just crusty. No, I'm sorry.
Last time we rapped though, what happened?
So last time we rapped, we talked about like the Team USA and not having like Angel and Caitlin Clark on there.
Right.
Now, elephant in the room, that Team USA got handed to them, and the best supposed to be the best in the world by players that's not even on the team, the players that should have been on the team. So now that you want to walk that back, that you think that they would have been a better squad if they would have had Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark on there, as far as, I wouldn't even say far as talent goes, right? But it's clear as day that they can beat them. But for notoriety and just the like, what can it bring to the sport? You still don't feel like Team USA missed the beat by not having no two players on the team?
So one, I'll walk back my statement if you walk back your statement about Patrick Beverly. I told you that he basically played himself out the league. Now he's signing with a Euro team like I told you he would. But since I already know you, and I know you're not going to do that, I'm going to stand on business.
I'll walk it back because I think Pat, because I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to give you something on the Pat. I'm going to add something to the Pat Beverly thing, right? So no team was giving him what he wanted, right? And I just got this information. I found out that when you play overseas, like if they pay you all your money, you don't have to pay for expenses. So they give you your salary, but they also cover your living expenses. They give you a car and they cover your food and stuff like that.
This is not so you don't have to come out walking it back at all. This is like,
I'm just saying. So him signing overseas, he keeps his whole check. Opposed to if he was to sign to a team in the States for that $2 million or that whatever that veteran minimum, like it was gonna get cut up between expenses, so he wasn't gonna be able to keep his money. So I think overseas was a better business move. He just signed up he signed up a deal with Barstool's re-up. They trying to do some stuff for him overseas with his podcast. So it's like was it not a better business move for what he's trying to do for the next step?
So what you trying to say is Chris is right.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
say that.
I'm saying as I say, Chris was right on the Pat Beverly thing. I also want to add that extra context so people can understand.
Heard it all before. Heard it all before.
You right, G. All right, Noob. You right. I get you.
So yeah, they would have been better with a different roster. We had a conversation about it. Arike, who was the WNBA All-Star MVP, second-time MVP, she came out publicly and said she withdrew from the I guess you could say the pool because she felt that it was political, and then she ended up going out there showing her ass in the game, right? So you have clout in that situation. Obviously, everybody knows that Caitlin Clark is going to be a lightning rod when it comes to ratings. It's still going to be the Olympics with or without her. It's still going to be the Olympics with or without Angel Reese. Keep in mind, shout out to Angel Reese again because they finished the WNBA All-Star game on Saturday. Sunday, she was in London watching the Team USA practice. So she's very much like looking forward to being a part of the 2028 games in LA. And I think that she and Caitlin Clark are going to be there. With that being said, we got 6 straight gold medals, bro, with this team. Plus, they done added some firepower. They got Kai Copper, who was our finals MVP when we won the championship. We're going to be just fine on the women's side.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that we're not going to be fine. I just think that it'll just be better for TV and better to grow the game. Like, prime example, right? Cheryl, it's not Cheryl. It's just not. It's Cheryl. It's Cheryl Miller, right?
Yeah,
Cheryl Miller was talking about like the $2.2 billion that the WNBA just got, right?
Out to Cheryl,
and she said it should have been more. It should have been like 7 or 8.
It should have.
If you want more, you have to position yourself to get more, right?
Right.
And you get like you can't deny the number. So if you were to put Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark on that Olympic team, and you would have just seen the jersey sales, you would have just seen everything it would have brought at that moment, at this moment. I feel like you're supposed to push all the chips to the middle of the table. Right?
They rookies, bro. They rookies, bro. I feel you. You're not wrong. But they rookies. They just got on. They just got in the game. They're going to be in 2028. But there are more.
For real.
Listen to me. I hear you, but check me out, bro. There are more decorated basketball players on this team than Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. The Olympic team committee came out and said, our job is not to sell ratings. Our job is to win the gold medal. We put the team together that we thought is going to be giving us the best chance to win the gold medal. We leave the TV ratings up to the TV people. So I feel you, but at the end of the day, if Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese go out there and we get the bronze, it's a whole nother conversation. They built the team to win the gold. I think we got a great chance of winning the gold. The men's side, I don't know. They looking kind of funny in the light. They went to the wire with Sudan the other night. We got Serbia in the first round. That's Nikola Jokic. You know what I'm saying? We playing France, Rudy and Wemby. Canada got Shai Gilgeous. It's going to be tough. And Kevin Durant hasn't been playing, so we'll see. But I think the women going to be just fine, bro.
And I'm glad you brought that up. That's how I want to transition this conversation. So we start talking about putting together the right basketball team. Mm-hmm. We see on the men's side, the thing that I want to highlight the most is the fact that how Jaylen Brown was overlooked to be on the men's team. You know what I mean?
1,000,000%. Yeah.
He should have been over there. We talking about putting together the best basketball team. I feel like Kyrie Irving was overlooked.
That's my man.
We know.
The mic is on.
Native American Native American heritage. I see you. You are marketing genius.
Ready for him? Get my braids. Go ahead.
Braids.
Who else on the team?
But yeah, I think Jay Brown's definitely been on there. Absolutely, he's been outspoken. He came at Nike with some comments. You seen him at Summer League. Had a little bit to say about Bronny James. But he's not wrong. Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Finals MVP. How you get Jason Tatum and Derek White and Drew Holiday, they all on your team, and you don't want that don't go? Come on now. What we on? What we doing?
So let me ask you this, and before I ask you this question,
Wait, so he didn't get picked, or they didn't?
They didn't even talk to him. They put all his other teammates on the team. It's 4 out of the 5, or is it 3 out of 5? 3 out of the 5 that were the starting lineup that won the NBA championship are on the Olympic team. He won the finals MVP and is not on the team. He makes the most money on the team. He makes $315 million and is not on the team.
I know, that's why Shorty left Cody and went on over there.
And she back hooping too.
Okay. Can we talk about some stuff that's not gonna hurt my heart? Man, I'm on my political moments right now. I got my head on. I'm on Jaylen Brown. Me and him.
Wait, so why wouldn't they pick him?
So so the thing is, they say he's very outspoken, right? They say he's a very outspoken, political person. Then they say he's not with Nike. So the thing is about Jaylen Brown, they say he's not marketable to be the face of the NBA
because he's too outspoken.
Too outspoken. When he got his $300 million, the first thing he said is, "Yo, I want to build Black Wall Street in Boston. I want to get opportunity to the Black community and stuff."
Which is unheard of. Which is unprecedented when it comes to Black folks in Boston.
Yeah. Then he Muslim, so he went to the Mecca, like he's not the ideal candidate for.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Kyrie Irving, right? So a lot of people feel like it's a Nike thing that they didn't pick Kyrie and Jaylen Brown to be on this team to represent USA. And I guess I want to get Chris's perspective on this by someone that's covering the league. Like, you legit cover the league, like you're in this space. You know what I mean? Do you feel like, when we talk about just marketing and branding and stuff like that, do you feel like the league is stuff like that is pushing us back from pushing shit forward, right? Because now it's like we need people that can speak about social justice issues on the forefront at this time. Because even when Nick Young just came out with his tweet about Sonya Macy, about like, yo, why is y'all still playing when the police has just murdered a Black lady on camera, right? But it's people like that's on the team right now that wouldn't normally speak out about this type of shit. But if you had those two players right there, Kyrie and Jaylen Brown, would have used this platform to shed light on that. And this is why you need those type of players. But you think, personally, and I want to get your take on it, I feel like this is why USA Basketball and Nike during these times has kind of like made sure they didn't put these type of guys in.
Yeah, for sure. Because if Nick Young was on the team, he probably wouldn't be playing right now.
Nick Young is never on this team.
I'm saying hypothetically.
But he's never on.
I didn't say it to say that he was gonna make it. I said it to say like you said, opinionated players. Like if they were on the team and they was doing the whole like Colin Kaepernick, I'm gonna take a stand. They wouldn't be playing in the Olympics right now. Like probably half the team would probably walk off.
Great point. This goes back to Mike.
What happened to Sonya Macy?
This goes back to Mike back in 1992. When he was a Nike athlete, the uniforms were being sponsored by Reebok. He hated the executives at Reebok, and so he covered up the logo with the American flag. It was a political statement.
Now that's just ignorant.
But that was about politics. Okay, all the way back to Tommy Smith. When they won, when they medaled, what they do? Everybody had the black fist up, right? That's a political thing. So the Olympics is just as much a political stage as it is the highest of the high when it comes to athletics, right? Jaylen Brown is extremely outspoken. He walks to the beat of his own drum. He has a lot of intellect and a lot of insight when it comes to what's going on in Boston. Like I said, it ain't a lot of Black people in Boston that have a high representation. So with him making a statement saying, I want to build Black Wall Street in Boston, that's a big statement to make because Black Wall Street was powerful. And a lot of times it's suppressed in the media because they want to kind of keep a cap or keep a lid on the Black dollar, the Black experience. You know what I'm saying? Like we are advertised to, marketed to in a very specific way as opposed to the general public. With that being said, Adidas and Nike are huge competitors when it comes to marketing dollars for athletes and things like that. Jaylen Brown was an Adidas athlete for a quick second. He's done political things like worn Kobe's without the Nike logo on it. I don't know if y'all ever seen them pictures before. Same thing with Kyrie, right? They both are outspoken about playing in the bubble. I think that they dropped the ball. It's hypocritical. It's the same argument when it comes to Caitlin Clark. The argument is you put Caitlin Clark because she's a phenomenal player and she's going to draw ratings. Jaylen Brown is a phenomenal player, but y'all saying he's not going to draw ratings? Like, it's not about basketball at the end of the day. They scared he going to go out there and say something flagrant while he's in the USA uniform. Like, you know he's going to be outspoken when it comes to, you know, rest in peace, Sonya Macy. Like, that's not something that he would be shying away from at all. He's going to tweet like crazy in between games. He's going to have meetings with the players. And not for nothing, the NBA players that are representing us, they're very smart. They're led by LeBron, Steph Curry, KD. These are socially conscious brothers. I'm sure that they're going to acknowledge what's going on. I would never discount them. They have too much of a track record of showing that they are going to handle this situation responsibly. But you're right, Cody. Jaylen Brown would have been somebody that should have been on the team just based on skill alone, marketing dollars alone. He's the second highest paid player in the league behind his teammate. That just happened a couple weeks ago. Jason Tatum just signed his contract, but all season long he was the highest paid player. How do you have the highest paid player, the Finals MVP, not on the Olympic team? That's crazy. There's no real.
So has he?
I feel like I feel like this is during a political year in the climate that we are. I feel like that was a strategic move to make sure we
careful.
to make sure we silence him.
They smacked his hand.
They silence.
Is that gonna silence him? Like, do y'all think that he should say, like, he should speak out about it? I feel like it's one of those like commentators are like, we can talk about it, but should he, because he is so outspoken, should he say something about it? Like, should he bring?
He said enough. He's chilling now. He's chilling now. He said a bunch. He said a bunch about how he's not scared of Nike's resources. He's not scared to go, toe to toe with them because it's not all about money for him. He has enough now, right? More than enough.
Right.
He's chilling, and he can, lawyer up, and he can get some political leaders around him and some luminaries to kind of help him frame whatever his career is going to look like after basketball. But he's going to continue to be outspoken in the league. But I think he said all he needs to say at this point. I think he's going to chill, work on his game, and he might even do a protest similar to a certain athlete that did a protest in the NFL a couple of years ago, right? Where he was doing a silent protest, took a knee, and all of a sudden it took the world by storm, right? So we might see something like that from Jaylen Brown, the same thing that Kaepernick did as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I'm glad you brought up that point, because at this point, I kind of feel like we kind of like past kneeling in these situations because somebody else. I seen a tweet that said it's ironic that every time it's a presidential election, like it's a video of somebody getting killed by the police, a minority getting killed by the police. I want to open this discussion up to our panelists, and just I don't know how y'all feel about that. Like, just how do y'all feel about like what do y'all feel? Not how y'all feel, because we know how we feel. But we don't want to take knees. Like, we can protest. Like, what do y'all feel like can, like, I don't want to say solve, but what do y'all feel like our next steps need to be?
Hit them in the dollar with the dollar. The dollar is always going to be the thing that affects change the most because we live in a capitalist country. We live in a country that places money above anything else, above life. So we affected by the dollar.
How do we hit them by the dollar?
Stop buying stuff.
Like what?
Stop buying stuff. Or, I think we've seen it with Black Friday. Some people, they protest by not doing Black Friday. Or they, will, like during holiday season, they just won't buy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that there's ways to do it, especially if we know that these companies, especially certain companies, where they haven't been vocal about certain things, haven't said anything. You especially people with platforms, I feel like they can speak up and say, okay, look, this company, especially with the athletes, like he said with Nike, he don't care. So then maybe it's his following, yo, we not about to buy no Nikes. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
I'll take it even step further with y'all. As much as we love wearing designer, right? They know what they doing when they advertise to us. When Louis Vuitton and them start getting hit in their pockets, what they do? They made one of us the head of creative direction. They put us in the fashion shows and the runway shows. When we were told that black models weren't attractive enough, black models didn't fit the European cut. Now you got Pusha T up there. You had Rest in Peace Virgil. You got Pharrell. These are the people that are in the hip hop industry that are titans that we gravitate to. So if they go around and say, yo, we're changing the way things are, that's just putting a spokesperson in front of it, unfortunately, a lot of the time. So we got to just...
Yeah, that's the angle I was thinking of, because it's like us is regular everyday people. Of course we can stop shop. Can you stop? Just take it off. Take it off so I can finish. Thank you. Us is regular everyday people. we can stop shopping at these places. We can stop supporting these big corporations. But I feel like it's easy as 45,000 women and 20,000 men got on the Zoom call and raised $81 million plus another 2.1 million for a black woman to be able to run for president. Why we can't get together and do that for the black community all together? That's just how I look at it. If we gonna stop the dollar, if that's the best way to do it, we just showed that we could do it.
With the quickness,
we literally just showed that we could do it. I just feel like it takes for people that are in positions like the Pharrells, the Pusha T's, the people that's on the the people that have these bigger platforms, the people that are getting hired by these designer corporations, by these higher corporations, that's gonna take these because for some strange reason, every time a black person get booked and get they entry level into like a big corporation, it's always under a creative director position.
Always,
because
they want
everybody. Like you come into Nike, you come into Adidas, you come into Pretty Little Thing, Fashion Nova. You always a creative director. It ain't no other position for black people for some reason. Like
I think it's a way to also with that what you're saying. Maybe it is their way of like, okay, hush.
Yeah, it's like a token.
Yeah,
it's like we got one. And we know you're going to do a great job because black people are great at fashion. Right. We're great at art. We're great at culture. We move the culture. So it's the perfect position for us. But imagine if we just stick to just us.
I got a question for Chris because I know we got to wrap up. We got to wrap up with him in a second. But as we start talking about using our platforms and just, with the Sonya Macy situation, we just talked about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Like, what do you think will be the how would you think the WNBA in the world will react if Angel Reese spoke up and used her platform? Because she's in Chicago now, she's in Illinois, she's a black woman. This has just happened, police brutality. Like this, we just talked about how popular she is. Like, how would you think the world and just the WNBA will react if she used that platform at this moment? If she spoke on it, and in that same breath, I send this to everybody. Do you feel like it's her place to use a platform right now? Is it appropriate for her to do it right now?
The WNBA has always been outspoken. With Sandra Bland, they were very outspoken during the bubble. They wore black T-shirts. They still, to this day, if y'all go to WNBA games, there are certain teams that will go sit in the back when the national anthem is sung or played in these arenas, and will come back out to finish their warm-ups. So they are very much at the forefront, very outspoken, and a lot of it is being led by black women. Always shout out to black women for leading and spearheading things. Angel Reese is authentic, bro. What you see is what you get. I wouldn't be surprised if not only Angel Reese, but the other leaders in the WNBA, Aneka Ogwumike, Asia Wilson, Arike Ogunbowale, I wouldn't be surprised if they said something or if they made some type of political statement when they started. The Olympic ceremonies begin on Sunday. I'm not necessarily saying I'm looking for that. Like I'm on the edge of my seat for it, but I know they got something coming. This is a horrific thing that happened. Y'all got to think like, bro, we're living in a simulation. There are things that are happening underneath our feet that are crazy. In the past 10 days, we done had an IT hack. We done had a presidential assassination attempt and somebody getting killed on camera again for the umpteenth time. And still nothing is being done about it. I think that the WNBA has been extremely responsible in speaking out against these social injustices. And I don't expect this to be any different, bro. If Angel Reese jumps in and says that she has something profound to say, it's not going to surprise me one bit.
I think if anything, they need to get ready for her to say something.
Word.
If it happens.
But let me ask you this: are you, as a woman in media, as a black woman,
was I looking for her? Yeah,
are you looking for her?
Yeah, I was on her story. I think it was early this morning, like 6:00 this morning. I was at work, and I went on her story just to see, because everybody just been like posting like Sonya Macy, like just posting her name, and I went to see like if she had posted something.
Well, they were traveling overseas. They literally left just to the conversation.
She lost her luggage.
They lost her luggage, so they had a bunch of other stuff going on. Like your mindset, okay, your fingers on the pulse of things, but at the same time, you still got to control what's in your world first, right? So I'm not expecting that to be the end all be all. I wouldn't be surprised if they won the gold medal and dedicated the medal to Sandra Macy.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like they should be prepared for like at least even if it's just not her, like somebody of leverage in the WNBA should say something. They should be getting prepared for that.
For sure. One more thing before we go. I know y'all got to wrap. I appreciate y'all having me each and every time. You niggas that's out here on FanDuel, y'all need to chill with the gambling. Y'all need to do something else with y'all time. Did y'all hear about this dude, this employee for the Jaguars? He siphoned $22 million out of their account and lost it on FanDuel and on these other sports. How do you lose $22 million gambling, bro?
$22 million?
What do you do with $22 million? How do you lose $22 million?
How long you scammed?
This cannot be a real story.
I never scammed an NFL
I was in Phoenix when bro, first of all, the negligence on an NFL team, for y'all to just say like it's okay to lose $22 million somewhere in the basement or downstairs, like $22 million is nothing, right? To them, it's a drop in the bucket. $22 million to you and me, well, maybe not Cody because he got bread, but me and Bree and Jay Marie and Bree, yo, $22 million, I wouldn't even know where to start. How do you lose $22 million gambling?
Y'all ever seen All About the Benjamin? He was like, $22 million, oh crazy. Motherfucking insane, $22 million.
Yo, it's a sickness. It's like any drug, any dope. Bro, gambling out here is getting out of hand. Y'all need to relax. These parlays it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. And I done bet some stuff. I done won big. I done lost big. It's not worth it. Y'all need to relax. People out here gambling their school kids' money away. Their kids' school money, college tuitions, mortgages. Relax, bro. Relax. It's gonna be there. I've seen players get heckled in the arenas and say, yo, LeBron, I need 3 more rebounds, like in the crowd. What's going on? What are we doing?
I've really seen people like get so upset at basketball players
and want to jump on the court.
The game.
If somebody missed a 3, because relax.
I've seen niggas at the bar get pissed. Bro, they're doing day job. They don't work for you. Like, if I put in $2,000, I'm finna win 5. They work
For real, last thing, y'all. For real. Shout out to Alicia Gray for the Atlanta. I'm done for real, I promise. While we talking about money, shout out to Alicia Gray. She won the 3-point and the skills competition. Aflac came out and said they was going to award the winner of each competition with $55,000. She won $110,000 in less than an hour.
I need to pick up a basketball.
Fire! You pick up a basketball. Get y'all nieces and y'all look. Get y'all nieces and y'all daughters. Get them into basketball for real. Thank y'all for having me. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Chris.
And all I want to say is, if FanDuel, DraftKings, Prize Picks, any of your underdog sports, if any of y'all watching, and if y'all want to sponsor this,
because I know some people. I know some men that's willing to do that. I know will gamble their life away.
And we will be proud to push it.
Come on.
Use promo code, what's the word?
Okay.
Send that bread right there. Actually, this commercial break is where your commercial will go.
Yo, you the best in the world at this, bro. You fire.
What's up, y'all? It's Star Benz, a.k.a. SB. I'm from the south suburbs of Chicago. Chicago Heights, to be exact. So, I like music, so I grew up singing songs. I used to sing when I was little, so I used to want to be a singer. Like school, like they always ask us like probably like a little work paper or something. They'll be like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" or something like that in that category. I would just say I want to be a famous singer and a dancer, because when I was in elementary, I used to be in a dance team. So I used to like dancing and singing. That used to be my thing. But I started getting into rapping when I was in 6th grade. But I always like rap music. I like singing music too. So yeah, I started rapping when I was in 6th grade because my mama home took to the studio. And then, yeah, he had me sing my favorite song at the studio. And then ever since, I just been rapping because it was fun. So yeah, that's how I started. Finally, really. Because I've been doing it for this, like this what I've been trying to, So I just got to keep on going. This just the start, like it's going to get way bigger. So, oh, really? I do me, shoot. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I be versatile too, but nobody's seen that yet because I ain't dropped that yet because I've been working. So it's like, I know personally, like, not even just to get a bigger audience. Well, basically that too, but just to stay relevant, you know, because that's what it really is, to stay relevant. And I know if I keep dropping drill, it's gonna get old. So, yeah, I know that. Well, I'm gonna stay true to myself regardless. I'm gonna be me, shoot. I talk a lot about not letting people play with you. Like, I don't let nobody play with me. You hear it in my music, I really like, you know. Shoot, chase your dream, no matter how old you is. You see, I'm 16 doing it. Like, you could be 12 doing it, you know? So it just, you know, you see me doing it, everybody could do it. So chase your dream, you know? I don't know. I'm just getting to learn it, really. So something that I would change, I don't know. See more of like that. Leaders, you know? People who inspiring. But it's inspiring artists right now, but more inspiring artists, you know? I think it's unique. I feel like it's different. I'm a 16-year-old female. I know a 16-year-old boy, I'm a 16-year-old female. And I think I am the only 16-year-old female doing something like this right now. I think it's very unique for me, the way I rap, the type of music I make and can make, you know, like, I'm very creative, so yeah, I think I'm very unique. I balance my personal life by, like, calling family. Like, I know I be busy, so I try to call my grandma when I can. I call my cousins when I can because I be kind of busy. Sacrifices I had to make, probably, like, just school. I've been going to school, but I've been absent because I've been out of town. So it's like, I've been working, but I've been trying to balance that out too with my schoolwork. Probably personal life with friends too. You know, I can't go out with my friends as much as I used to because I'm on the road and I'm working and trying to chase my dreams. So yeah, I try to balance things out. Shout out to What's the Word TV and thank y'all for putting me on the artist.
This your girl, Penny the Rapper. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I always like listening to music growing up, and I was into music growing up. Like when I was young, on my daddy's side, they loved the music, so that's what we used to do. We used to do music, but we ain't know it was this serious. We just used to be playing. I was just like, it's exciting to me. Everything like exciting and blessing to me. Family and music. If I can stop doing music to have my family back, I would. It's like, it's natural to me. Everything natural for me. I be just wanting them to know who I am. Letting them know the real me. The pretending. The acting like you want the best for people. Creative. Thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box, like being you, authentic, going above and beyond to get the people to understand where you coming from on a different level. Shout out to What's the Word TV. Thank you for putting me on an artist to watch list. Let's do it.
My shoe shit. And we back from commercial break. If you add any advertisers at home, any small businesses, that's where your advertiser can go right there. But we back. What you laughing at?
Because nothing.
All right, y'all.
That was terrible.
Now we just had a great segment with Chris.
We had a good segment with Chris. We love when Chris comes in.
Yeah, that was dope. Shout out to Nuke doing this thing. All right, man. What you want to talk about?
Life.
So where we don't go to? We just talking about Sonia Macy. We can go there. We can go to the young lady that was killed, the post office worker.
I feel like it's it's just
So sad.
We
Like,
got on Black. We was talking to Chris about Sonya May. It's just so sad. But yeah, we can go that way.
Naughty.
Is you cool? Like, you ain't have to play maze. Like, you didn't have to. You could have just pick your leg up.
You good? You good, Big G? You good?
Swiveling your hips. Like.
But nah, it's the way I want to start because we can finish that.
What's on your heart?
Right.
I don't know. Y'all want to go into stealthing?
No, let's talk about Saint Macy.
Which one? You talking about stealthing?
No, I'd rather talk about the presidency.
Whoa.
The one nigga that said, "Oh, I don't care." Last week.
I really don't. But I know it's probably more important than like the rest of that right now.
Not Sonya Macy though. We could talk about.
No,
Sonya
okay.
Macy. But yeah, I feel it.
That's like big news though.
G, why your camera tracking?
That's what it's supposed to do. I don't know.
It's like showing up.
Y'all gonna put it back on the screen. Y'all hilarious.
Look,
I see that. It's focusing me.
turn autofocus on.
Y'all hilarious.
He's not. It's focusing me.
It's like tracking him. It's funny. I don't know.
I'm dying.
Jay, what you think? Where you want to go? Where you want to start
You
with?
be on face.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you start.
These are heavy conversations. I don't know.
The
Somebody
energy be
started
different when
somewhere.
you in here, right? It's just, we can start with Sonya Macy because we kind of was already talking about it, and then I like how you brought up the tweet when somebody was what they say when it's always a presidential election, something else like
Something
traumatic
like that
happens. Like not even just in the culture, just period in America. Do y'all feel like that's a distraction?
Well, I feel
Because
like
it has been conspiracy theories. Like every time this happens, it's like, oh, that's just the government trying to distract us from something because it takes our mind off of what's really happening, especially us as Black people. And it takes us away from that, and we're more so we go to like they expecting us to loot and the riot and the protests and stuff like that. So do y'all feel like that's a distraction from the election?
I don't think it's a distraction from the election. I think people, the vast majority, like white people, they gonna care more about the election than, sadly, than Sonya Macy. But for us, I think it's a big topic for us. But also, we just got to be aware of how we. Why y'all laughing? What's going on?
I don't know.
What's
why
going
they're-
on? What's going on?
I don't know why.
What's up with the laughs?
He's talking about Sonya Macy and is it a distraction from the election? Go. You're doing a great job.
I was. I don't even want to go no more.
I just appreciate you for caring.
No, Chris is talking like he trying to get the hose. What?
No, bro, I can't
He
speak.
put that voice on.
I can't speak properly. I lost my voice last night.
Properly, I can't.
He lost his voice to Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah. You know, I was doing a whole lot of that.
Oh, we saw you. We saw you.
But it's not a distraction. We just gotta. I don't know. I feel like there's always something going on, like all the time, even if it's regardless of like presidency. There's always a big event happening. I don't know. That's pretty much all I got on that. I was doing good. Y'all distracted me.
Sorry, you did a great job, though.
Amazing job.
Producers distracting us.
Yeah. Anything to chime in on, Jay?
I think I agree with you a little bit. The reason why I say that is because she passed July 6th. Why did they wait to now? Like, and then let's think about let's look at the track record when it comes to
putting out footage.
It usually takes like a few years or at least a year before they even put the footage out. They hurried up and put that footage out right away, even though this happened July 6th. So I think that it happened. I don't necessarily think that it happened because of the election, but I do believe that there was a motive behind putting it out when they did. And also let's look at, just like even what Trump is saying about cops and how, he's going to pardon them if they kill anyone on duty.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, I think that they use this to their advantage. Yeah.
That is crazy. I don't even know what to add to that. I don't know. I feel like it can't I feel like releasing the footage can't be it can't serve as a distraction because it's already like Chris said earlier, it's already been a lot of shit happening. Right? So what is just throwing that out there, what can this do to distract you? What you gonna do? We already know that we live the tough times is fucked up. We already know that our president, the one that we got, he just in my lifetime, I've never just seen the president drop out of a race. You know what I'm saying? My first time ever witnessing the president get shot. I seen the videos of Kennedy. I seen them trying to kill Nixon. Was it Bush or Carter that got? It was one of them got They tried to take out in the 90s, in the 80s.
Like Carter.
Probably Carter.
Yeah, but we seen it on, you know what I'm saying, on TV and like, you know what I'm saying, old footage, but I've never seen this in like real time. So it's like the world's been crazy, you know what I'm saying, these past weeks. So I can't say this is a distraction, but I hate to say it because this is something I've seen before. You know what I
But
mean?
you don't think that they use that to their advantage, though?
I think timing is a big
like
thing.
the timing that they decided to put this
Yeah.
out is not a coincidence.
Because even with was it, I don't want to say the wrong name, Laquan McDonald?
It was like
It took
a
them
few
like over a
years,
year
yeah.
or two to put out that footage. So it's like, who?
Well, I wouldn't say that they always take like a long time to put out footage. I think with George Floyd, they put his footage out probably like a month later after.
But George Floyd was
it was a
civilians.
Civilians had cameras.
We talking about
Oh,
body
you want
cam
body
footage.
cam
It's a body-
Somebody has to approve for that to go out.
Sometimes I don't.
but
This depends on the case. I
This
feel
is
like.
my question to y'all. Like, how can this? We say it's a distraction. Cool, we got the tweet, but like, as individuals, how will this distract you?
I think, and this was something that I was kind of surprised about when the footage did come out. I was honestly expecting like riots.
Really?
I was expecting us to be tearing shit up, and I haven't seen that.
I think, sadly, we all just desensitized to it. I think,
And that's a problem too.
I think 2020 was probably like the most angriest that people could be at this point. Like, I don't think people have the same like energy anymore. Like, do that.
I'm with Chris on that.
I think with that, to your point, 2020 was a year where we were all sitting down. Spiritually, we were connected. I feel like a lot of people worked on their spiritual and mental health, and there was more clarity that we had during that time. And I think, and there was less distractions because a lot of us, we were inside.
Yeah, on top of having idle
So-
time, like you don't have to go to work. Now it's like we see I saw the video at work. We have to report on it. So we, in a way, we desensitize ourselves from it because we know like we about to make this story. We got to report on it. We got to talk about it. And then some people it's like, dang, they see the video, but they got to go to their 9:30 meeting in 10 minutes. So
There's no room to be angry.
yeah,
Like, in a sense, in your everyday life. When you get home and you have your thoughts, of course, it's like we're going back to another, it's like a Band-Aid. You rip the Band-Aid off again. The scar's there again. The open wound is there again. And yeah, so, and then you just put another Band-Aid on it, and then we right back to going about life.
I think another even with like us being desensitized, like the whole war in Gaza right now. Like, I think that's just like
which
that.
is still going on.
It's still going on. I think people was like I seen a lot more riots and like protests for that, and I think we had enough police protests. Like, we all know the police is fucked up. We know they're gonna kill innocent people. We know they're gonna do bad shit. We just don't like. How are we gonna change it? Because we keep protesting. Like, all right, we
By
got some,
voting, going to these polls. No. Christopher.
I'm in a space where I feel like the culture, we promote death so much, we desensitize to death so much. Everything's about killing. Everything's about sliding on the ops. Like, it's literally right before that video came out. We just saw the video in Philadelphia where a random shooter shot a woman and I think like a 7-month-old baby in a stroller. I don't know if y'all seen that video.
I know.
Yeah. Then ESCG manager just got killed.
Oh, damn.
They found him in a car with gunshot wounds.
Yeah. So like the
Some
video
dude that
of
owned the crab boil out in Atlanta just got killed.
Yo Gotti, the video of Yo Gotti,
His
brother
brother.
Juke that was laying around. So I feel like just in our culture, we like death is death. You know what I'm saying? Like we see it to this point. So I don't think the reaction to it is not gonna be what people want it to be. I think how you saw that. I think we need to start figuring out how the people just have more just self love and just self love and value their life better. I don't think the youth value their life. I don't think. I think in our community, like when somebody get killed or get murdered, or even with the police, it's like it's just second nature. Like, certain people don't feel like you go certain places, they be like, this is uncommon. Like, what do you mean? But to us, it's like, yo, police be on that type of shit with us, or yo, damn, somebody like remember growing up, somebody used to be like, yo, if you got somebody in your family member in jail, that's ghetto. But to some of us, it's like shit, that's just normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to some of us, it's normal shit to have people that got murdered from gun violence. Some people can't even fathom. I could talk to people about that a lot of time. They just can't even fathom like losing somebody like that. But shit, when you come to like in my community and even in my family, like shit, that shit's like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like some common shit. So I think that part we got to start making seem the shit that's supposed to not be common, like how we was talking about the stealth and bullshit, like how we like that's common. Like the shit that not supposed to be common, death shouldn't be common. Like we shouldn't be feeling like that. We shouldn't turn on the TV and feel like we can see somebody head blown out in the brains and then go scroll and go watch fucking Love Island. You know what I'm saying?
I love Love Island.
Or go send an email. You know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be. We missing that the value of life, and I think that's gonna be the next thing about it because now it's like, how can we hold these motherfuckers accountable for what they did to this young lady? Because now it seems like everybody just seems like, damn, this shit happened. Somebody sent me a text and it had like 100 names next, like 101, I think, of like all the people that've been murdered by police brutality, and it had like basically the quote of what they said.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, what they said, and it's like, damn, like for most of these shits, I was alive. Like I saw this shit. I saw the videos for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going through the names like, damn, I remember when this happened. I remember this happened. I remember this happened. So it's like when it get to her, it's like,
especially you rebuking somebody in the name of Jesus and he gets scared. It's crazy. That ain't nothing but the devil.
I want to speak to that too.
I hate that he called it. I hate that he said that.
He's crazy.
But also, I think, yeah. Also, even I think with like but when I was talking,
Miss Angel Reese posted it.
Oh, she did post it. Yeah. One of my friends, I was talking to one of my friends about it, and they were saying that they think that a part of why we haven't been so radical about this situation was because it's so obvious. Because even when you continue to watch the video, like the police officers was looking at him like, bro,
what are you doing?
Why would you
do that over that?
But you seen how he
he just kept saying she was gonna throw the pot on me. It's water. Jump back.
He was far away.
And
like what?
It's like there's no gun, there's no knife. It's just hot water.
She gonna burn the kitchen table before she hit you. Like what?
And there was a barrier.
Yes.
I think I have so much.
You seen the other dude? The other dude was like, oh yeah, man, I saw that. You see, because we posted the aftermath video, so it's the video that actually getting shot, but in the aftermath video, at the body cam, he's like, yeah, man, I saw that. She was crazy. She just attacked you. Then he called her a crazy bitch. Like the bitch was fucking crazy.
I hate. Ooh.
You know, I want to speak to something though, because
excuse my language to her family, because her family watching this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Because I don't like that either. Like if I give, like I've been pulled over by the police a couple times where I'm not like, I'll curse around my friends, but I'm not like a F you and da-da-da. Like, don't curse at me. I don't care if my hand ain't at 10 and 2. I don't care if I ask you, can I go pick up my license? And you say, yeah, you get your damn license. Your don't talk to me like that. Y'all need some customer service. I don't like that.
I think one of the things that I wanted to say regarding that specific situations, because we have a lot of, and history has shown this, when these things happen, we have people who come online and they say things like, well, they should have just complied. And I want to bring this up because this is living proof. This specific, all of the times that we, have these conversations about police protocol and what should and shouldn't be done. This is a clear-cut example of a civilian complying. Literally, he told her
that they wasn't gonna hurt her.
Take the boiling water off. He said, "Yo, we don't want to burn the house down," and she went and did exactly what he wanted her to do.
They walked in the house and told her that they was not going to hurt her.
But
they weren't even in her house at first, right?
No, they was outside.
Damn.
So I just want to point this out because a lot of the times people go through these notions of, oh, well, they should have just complied.
And sometimes
she complied and she still is gone.
So there's no excuse.
There's no excuse. This is a clear-cut example of that.
That should be crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. And then in the same breath, like, and I don't even want to, like, in the midst of everybody, and we spoke about early in the segment.
But I am really, Go ahead.
We talked about Angel Reese. Angel Reese just posted her support Sonya Macy on her Instagram story. So that's dope. That's dope.
I love her more and more each day.
Shout out to Big Reese. Mouse Sauce Mamba.
But I still want to know how much money is being allocated to like the mental health of police officers.
Well, I think that
I feel like we don't talk about that enough. Like even just like doing evaluations before, like while they going through the academy. Like these are even okay. So I know like for even like some reality TV shows, for instance. There was a reality TV show that came to Chicago that was looking for like rappers and singers and stuff. And when they started asking you about your story, you know, some rappers in Chicago, they've been shot before, they done seen people get killed, they done lost their parents, stuff like that. So they took them through a mental evaluation to make sure they was cool before they even took them to LA for the show. Like, why don't we do that with
I feel like they do sometimes. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's a good old.
I don't know. I know some police officers. I ain't never heard them say they had to get a mental check.
It's like a good old boys club.
They do?
It's like you.
My dad was one. I don't think they do a thorough.
They don't do it.
They said
like law enforcement agencies, like all the there is a shortage of them. There's a shortage of officers, so they're heavily recruiting for positions. And because there's a shortage and they're asking for so many people, I personally think that they don't do a good, thorough mental evaluation.
Well, I remember
hearing an ad on the radio about being a police officer. That's too much for me, child.
I'm sure finna go hit them up by advertising. I'll tell you that. But I'm gonna tell you like this.
We ain't advertising for no CPD on what's the word.
We is because I'm getting to that point. But she like Robin was just saying that there being a shortage of them. It was just a story that came out where the Oakland police said they're only able to have 35 police officers to patrol the whole city at one time.
That's crazy.
In Oakland?
Yeah, in Oakland.
How big is Oakland?
Oakland be going up though.
Yeah, Oakland is very it's a lot.
So why is there a cap on
funding?
I think it's a lot of time is either funding and also people wanting to be the police officer. Now that's going back to my what I was about to say was as far as like promoting people, especially Chicago, people come to Chicago being police officers. A lot of times, and don't get me wrong, black police officer, brown police officer, they be on some bullshit to their community as well. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like the reason why, and I think one of y'all just said this earlier, I don't know what we was talking about, but if we had somebody like us that was like doing the communication, I forgot what we was talking about, but they say I forgot what we was just literally talking about this. But you need people that you're familiar with to have conversations with. So I feel like it need to be more black people policing black communities. You need to be more white people. And I understand like diversity, I understand segregation and stuff like that, but it's a cultural barrier. You know what I mean?
Where you could talk to somebody. Because I feel like even with that situation with her, they walked into it and you could visibly see that she was upset because they were asking her for her ID and she's just like,
wasn't she schizophrenic?
I'm not sure, but what I will say is that what you just said rings true though, because the way we or y'all or me or whoever will communicate could be completely different, and they could take it because they're not aware of like cultural, like how things are said or just anything. They may take it a certain way and then take it as, because they're not used to it, either a form of disrespect or just not understanding what the person is saying based off of words, like anything.
Energy,
yes.
I would say like it's definitely cool to have somebody from your culture like patrolling your community, but also my brother and his friends got mistaken by a black police officer for some kids that was robbing the community, and he's like put them against the car, had the gun to their head, say he's gonna blow their brains out if they don't like comply. So I don't think it would be nice, but black people are just as bad.
But I think that's what he's speaking to.
Officers.
He's speaking to being more familiar with the people that are in your community.
He was
how we have
community.
town hall, but that's what he's saying, like being more familiar. Like you should know the kids in your communities.
Oh, okay.
Like how people have town hall meetings, the aldermen be having meetings. Like bring these people, even if they not black. Like you can still patrol a neighborhood and be familiar with the people there.
Yeah.
Or maybe have that middle person that's not a police officer that's like, yo, when something does go down, you have that person come down so that way they could, kind of like
That's the
hold the energy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like de-escalate a situation from it getting there. Like, yo, I know this person, let me talk to them. The police officer may not know that person, but maybe if there's someone within the community who's like, I'm familiar with this person, let me step into and help.
It's like that movie. I think is it Crash? Anybody seen that movie Crash?
Oh,
With
yeah, I seen
Ludacris?
that.
Yeah, it's like that movie Crash. Like when dude was from literally crash out when Terrence Howard was from the crash out. That big scene, all the police was surrounding them, and the white police went on there like, no, stand down. I know him because they was from the off him. Like
Yeah.
they was from to really get on that with him.
Oh yeah.
But in the same breath, that same white police officer ended up killing the black dude because he thought he was reaching for a gun, and they was
He
in the
also
car.
raped his wife in the movie too.
Let's get
It's
off
a
Crash.
wild movie.
Officer raped his
Let's
wife.
reroute.
That was not the same officer though.
It wasn't the same
wasn't
officer
the
because
same.
I thought that was how he
That
knew
was
him.
his partner.
Okay.
That's why he gave him a break because he was his partner. He saw that he gave him a break. But all I'm saying, going back to what Bree was saying and then like Jay was saying, like
I thought that was somebody's stomach. I ain't okay.
Going back to what they were saying, I think it is a great idea for young black men and young brown men. They need to start wanting to be. We have this stigma in our community that we don't want to be the police. Fuck 12, right? It's cool. Police ain't never did shit to you. That's that generational passed down trauma. Because there's certain people in our community ain't never had no run-ins with police.
I'm sorry, I done seen police get crazy and do crazy shit.
But
I done
everybody
seen
has not.
Everybody
Hasn't
not
had a
had that
unpleasant
experience.
with police. Not everybody.
Not everybody has had that experience. Some of us
Majority,
have.
though,
But why do you?
especially if you living in the inner city, you
But why
telling
you
me
having
that's
why you having that experience? Because the police officers that's policing, all right, it's like this, right? We have the habit, and I hate doing this because the people always say I be trying to talk down on black people and shit. But I'm a realist,
Uncle
right?
Ruckus.
I don't give me none of that black on white shit. Don't give me none
you
of that.
definitely don't.
I don't care about none of that. I'm just gonna look at the
Don't
situation.
say you don't care about it.
I don't. It's like
But he does give like
you got to
that.
give me the facts, right? Give
The
me
logic.
give
It's
me
a
the
black
logic
and
behind the
white thing.
situation, and this is what it is, right? So the logic behind the situation is that we complain about police brutality, we complain about the system, we complain about what they do, but the opportunity to change it, you can't change it from outside. Like you have to go inside. When you start telling people to do the work, that's when people don't want to do it. Like when you tell somebody, like, hey, when somebody come to you and say, hey, Bree, I want to start doing interviews and shit like this, and you be like, oh, well, you got to do X, Y, and Z, but I don't want to do it. All right, well, then you don't want to do the work. How you going to get mad at some shit you don't want to change it? You know what I'm saying? How you going to get mad at by politicians and the way they're doing, but you don't want to go to the meetings? Somebody say, well, your alderman had these meetings every month or every week. Well, I don't want to do this. But you want to complain on social media. You don't want to do the work. If you're mad, if we got generations of police brutality and police doing fuck shit, why don't we, instead of telling the little homies that to start rapping or do all this goof ass shit, why are we telling them to fuck 12? Go be 12. Cause I rather the dopest shit that just happened to us, right? We had our Kappa picnic. So we had our Kappa picnic. Everybody was talking about y'all having it in the Rainbow Beach, y'all having it in a rough neighborhood. They was trying to throw a lot of.
Y'all always have it there, right?
Nah, we don't. We had to change it because of house picnic. We usually have it on 63rd and Hayes.
Is that better?
It's always a good turnout for us.
I'm just asking.
But they was like, yo, the neighborhood is fucked up and this all this, right? And fast forward into that, the picnic was a success. Neighborhood showed us love. East, right? But one of our brothers is a police officer, and he's actually a police officer from Houston. He's from Chicago, but he lives in Houston. But we also have a brother, one of our fraternity mothers that is a white shirt for the CPD. So he called him up and told him like, yo, we having our chapter picnic this day in this area. We need some support. Okay, cool. He told his unit, okay, y'all need to be on standby for this. And this is our order. You know what I'm saying? Cap told us, don't let cars in over here. We're going to be over here. We patrolling this neighborhood. You know why that was able to happen?
Because there was
the relationship. We picked up the phone and made that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? If they wasn't law enforcement, we'd be whenever to be able to make that shit happen. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be in the system to be able to change the system.
But what about, okay, so just to kind of point out what he said earlier, he said he was a black police officer from his neighborhood who was, I guess, what was he doing? He was
He's just walking around with his
profiling
friends.
him,
Yeah,
profiling the boys. So then there's another aspect to that of what that work that you're talking about. It has to be something that police officer who was going in to do this, they got to be passionate about the communities that they're serving. I feel like that's the only way that would change. There has to have some type of passion there.
I agree with you.
So,
but if you put 10 of us through the class, of course, it's going to be one or two of us that's gonna be on their own shit. But I'd rather give me a good 8 or a good 7 that's gonna be forward thinking, they're gonna be on some shit, and let that 3 be that 3.
But I also can feel like you can find ways for that 3 to get more involved in the community.
Because you got 7 motherfuckers that's gonna bully you. All right, you on this bullshit, we gonna get on your ass.
Yeah. What do you think about the whole, like, because like when these things happen, there's this kind of like where police officers have each other's back. There's a very much like a loyalty there, but it's gonna take those police officers holding their fellow men accountable for how they are moving in the communities.
And a lot of times they don't want to do that.
No.
They don't want to do it, but you gotta have the right. You gotta think about it.
That comes from up top.
But
too,
look at the people that become like if you want to deep dive, a lot of oftentimes the people that get in position of power are people that never had it growing up. Right, because the people that have influence in our neighborhoods and in our communities, we're not guiding them to do the right shit. Right? So prime example, right? I love Herb, right? I love Smirk, right? Look what type of influence they have on their community, right? They can guide a whole generation of people to do some phenomenal shit if they chose to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's power, but their influence is they're not using it that way.
You don't think
they are?
That
and it's just hypothetical. I know they got shit behind the scenes.
Yeah, because I feel like it's heading that way. It's heading that way for sure.
But that just shows you the power of influence, because now they like Sosa and all of them. They curated a whole sound. They created a whole culture that 10 years later that you're
seeing the effects of it.
It's everybody's doing it. So imagine if they would have came out with that influence would have been. I take it back when hip hop first started. The influence that hip hop had was more of a positive straight. Look at that generation of artists. Everybody wanted to be like Nas, wanted to be like KSRS-One. You know what I'm saying? It was
a political stance behind it. Yeah. They was talking about that. Like everything that's going on and how like hip hop has just been noticeably quiet when it comes to like the politics that are going on. Whereas like some of the foundation of hip hop
going on in hip hop right now that is like, I think people are just scared to touch certain things.
Yeah.
But why though? When the foundation has always been that, like if we go back and we look at a Nas, we look at a KRS One, it was political.
The influence on they don't have influence no more. That's like it's the same way in the streets. Like if you tell me an old gang member from that was had the shit in the 80s and the early 90s, he don't got same influence on the streets.
No, but what I'm saying is, okay, what about this newer generation, and why is that not being?
They don't
have the same influences. I thought you meant
the
rappers that were doing it back then.
You think that wants to be positive.
Because most of the people that they're targeting is even when Obama was getting in office, they was targeting us. We was in college. They was like literally like coming to schools, make sure we registered to vote. We was having parties, everything. Like they're targeting whatever generation is coming in. Because once you get them while they're young, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna stick with you. They're gonna believe in what you believe in. They're gonna try to comply with what you comply with. And that's the generation that they're going to. But you have to get people that they already familiar with, that they already trust. I don't think Amber Rose was a good suggestion, but whatever.
I don't think that she was.
But yeah, but like if they was to get a Dirk to get up and endorse Kamala. I said it right the first time. If you get a Dirk to endorse Kamala, that would make sense. You got that generation.
But then that's the conversation of how that will look for her and her campaign politically would be. That's a whole nother thing.
It's really
because this oxymoron to where she came from versus what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like,
but at the same time,
but that goes back to like influence, like when you, and it's really that this thing we can speak about, but only thing we can do is lead by example, and hopefully, like who's ever the next leader of these generation, be like, you know what, I like how J. Marie is. I'm gonna follow her. I like Bree doing this. I like Cree. I like Robin. I like Chris. Like the way the way that y'all carry yourself, the way y'all ideals, the way y'all move. I want to be like that. So you got to find the leaders of those generations to be like that. We don't have the youth now. Like they leaders want to be shooters. I've never been in the when I was coming up. You had the shooter, the tough guy was always the tough guy had charisma, right? So you can be tough, but you had the tough guy was the one that was with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? No one ever saw that side of it until it was time to be that side. Now we walk around being tough.
They want to be that way.
That's like the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the toughest people in my hood growing up, by default, it was all my guys and my cousins. But it's like they had charisma. So even me growing up, it's like, yo, I want to have charisma. Like I want to talk to ladies. I want to be smooth. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I see everybody. All I see is drill. All I see is this. I see is tough guy.
We live in a generation that's telling themselves too, because back then it was that like, yo, discreet, being discreet is your best way to move. Now it's like everybody, they telling on themselves in these songs. They telling on, and there's no form of discreetness.
So just going back into like the influencer with like you talk about the police department, you talking about anything you think about in culture. Like whoever has the influence, like you have it for change. So if I was to become a police officer today, and if I feel like I'm a natural born leader, anybody that gravitates towards me when I'm doing shit, they gonna move how I want to move. You know what I'm saying? So we can get 20 officers to go in and be like, okay, we moving how we want to move. And we want to change any industry. We just got to put people in there and make them move how they want to move.
People that got the impact.
Don't put the lame dude that never had a girlfriend in high school, that used to be looked at as a goofy. Girls didn't like him, and now when he's making $100,000 a year or he's goofy, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. People that just now they get a position of power, they feel like they could talk to people in a type of way. You know what I mean? Like the dudes that used to pretty much bully them growing up. Now I'm a police officer. I could pull you over and do certain shit. It be little shit like that be behind people's minds that make people act like that.
But then how does the police how do they figure out who those types? How do we weed those out?
You can't. Ain't no solution for that, because ain't nobody finna, like Robin said, like we're not finna go thoroughly check on your background. Was you a lame in high school? When did you lose your virginity?
But I also think that goes back to you just being familiar with the people that come out your community too.
But the police union going to the academy.
Yeah. I think the influence just got to be going to just telling people what it's okay to be certain shit, bro. Like it's okay. It's okay to be a doctor. It's okay to be an engineer. It's okay to be an electrician. It's okay to be an electrician. Like
my daddy electrician.
Everybody don't got to do this.
I mean, well, you got to think about it like this, right? If I was a kid, right, in high school, and I see that every time I see a police officer on the internet, they doing some foul, crazy shit to some people, why would I want to pick that as a career?
Well, then if I'm a police officer and I don't do no foul shit, if I want to be an agent of change, I got to start being in these kids' life, and they got to start seeing that shit.
Yeah, that's just the mindset. Like, and I feel like that comes with parenting too. Like, your parent have to be able to instill in you, like, you can have integrity and be able to hold a job or a position with integrity to create change. A lot of people just get in positions because this paying my bills, or hey, this looks cool, but there's a slim chance that a lot of people, even political positions, I feel like a lot of people don't wake up and really be like, yeah, I want to be a U.S. senator for real, until they really start like going through like the entry level ranks, and they see how much power you get, and they see all the things that you could do. It's like, yeah, I want that type of power. A lot of that shit is ran by power, opposed to you just really trying to be an agent of change.
But you got to put people around that shit. So. And
we gonna put it around. Yeah, let's shift the energy a little bit.
Yeah,
it was deep. You know what I'm saying? So before we move, before Before we
I was
shift,
waiting for him to say something.
before we shift, I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, RP, and we're gonna send love to the family of Sonya Mason.
Yes.
Much love.
Sonya Mason.
Put that man in the bottom of the jail.
Same, and I don't know the young lady name, but Cassandra. That's from over east, right? Same, like, what's her last name?
I don't remember. I just know it's Cassandra.
The U.S.
The post office lady.
Yeah, because my auntie a police.
Who's that, Cassandra? Man, prayers for the post office lady and her family.
And just people that, cause I know a lot
connected.
of people that's post office workers now, and they just feeling some type of way.
Yeah, I got friends that
Yeah.
that work post
'Cause
office,
that
and
shit-
they love their job. That's the thing. They enjoy it. Like post office, they like their job. Like you got a cooler job. You get to meet people. Those are people that really know their community. We want to talk about it.
That's true. That's true.
The post office people, they know their community. They know the grandmas on the streets. They know everybody, and that was very disheartening to see that.
They just
Like
yeah.
y'all gotta
stop.
chill.
Like
bro.
we attacking our own community. You know, like
y'all
that.
gotta chill.
Gotta chill. Like shorting them kids. Hey, it's a $250,000 reward for Octavia Redmond. Octavia Redmond. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts and prayers out to her family. And the people that did that to her, and I hope you guys be found.
And
if anybody got
Here
any
we
tips
go.
on them, let me know because I want that 250. Give me that 250. Nah, for real.
Is you cool?
yeah,
Is they cool? Why they do that to that lady?
You right.
Like,
So right.
yeah. Thoughts and prayers to everybody, man. It's crazy time out there. Just stop valuing life, man. You only get one. Shifting L conversation though. See, I use my Spanish there. Conversation though.
What you shifting into? Let's get this going.
What
Shifting L conversation is crazy.
we gonna talk about? All right, man.
Somebody taking our logo? Huh? I don't know what's going on with his
My
iPad. He
phone
just
is
chooses
dead.
not to touch
Everything
it.
shit is a prop.
died.
I want to talk about.
What y'all want to
Nadia
pick on?
funny.
Chicago summertime.
We could talk about Chicago summertime shot highlights, or we could talk about the Stelton situation.
Why do
Yeah,
y'all
you-
want
you-
to talk
Whoa.
about Celtics so
You
bad?
want to talk about this?
Nadia over here combusting
Okay.
with their hands.
I feel like the Stelton conversation.
Nadia over here combusting.
We could talk about summertime shot another time because we still gonna have a little bit left of summer.
So let's get into the Stelton situation.
We have other topics as well.
What?
you
Somebody
wanna throw
stealing
it out
our
there.
logo.
Somebody stole our logo. Stop stealing our
That's so
shit.
funny.
We got the word.
We got the word.
the
It's
word.
crazy.
Stop stealing our
Just
shit.
know I'm coming for y'all. I'm gonna find out who running the page.
You know y'all here. You know I'm sending my lawyers sending cease and desist.
Period. And we want to make sure we tag them.
For sure. What else?
Might as well.
So we got Stelton or we got photographers stealing people's shit.
Stop stealing people's shit.
Stop telling people
All
shit.
2024 and beyond.
Why is we still like the? Here's my thing.
It's for clout.
But not only that, but the creative, we are at an all-time high when it comes to creativity.
Yes.
Right? Why y'all can't just get in y'all creative bag?
Some people not creative, Jay.
Everybody not
Why?
creative.
People-
That's,
people-
Then that's
people-
where you
people not
hire
creative.
people
People are
to
not
be
creative.
creative.
they
for
don't want to
real.
spend their money
They
on
don't want
hiring
to.
people. They want to be around the creative stuff to say that they was there and then take whatever was produced from it and then feel like they can post it and they can share it and put their name on it just because they was in the room.
That is
And this
crazy.
is why y'all got to stop inviting all these people that got
Yes,
cameras and
please,
microphones around.
please.
Do your homework on these people.
have a formal media list
Because we have like a
People
crazy
showing up with
community of
cameras.
photographers out here. Like even when we went to the Fendi shoot and
Mhm.
Cardi B, like it's probably like what 30
It was a lot
photographers.
of, it was a lot of people. with
30
cameras.
photographers. And I was talking to like the director. And he's like, damn, he's like, is this Chicago? He's like, is everybody like I feel like everybody got a camera around here. It's for like TMZ. Like we got too many photographers out here. We don't have enough creative people. We just got people that want to do it for the clout, for the fame. Say I took this picture
Do
of
it
this
because they
person.
don't got no money to pay for no ticket to
You
get in nowhere.
know,
And they walk up to the door and say, "Hey, I'm media."
Hey, chill on that.
Yeah,
I do
y'all
that
fuck the
sometimes.
media. They I'm quick cuss because Cree be mad at me. But look, Y'all kind of messed the media game up with that too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Especially in Chicago.
Yeah.
I feel like
Chicago
but other
is
places,
bad.
how it is in Chicago now for like bigger events, that's how I feel like it's always kind of been in like LA.
Okay.
In like New York, like there's always, they made sure that there was a media list with people that were credible media people. So when big things like Summer Smash and stuff started
Popping off,
generating in Chicago, everybody wanted to be media. Everybody wanted to say I got a camera. Everybody wanted to get their homeboy that had a microphone. Everybody wanted to shoot vlogs. Which I'm not against. I can't never tell nobody not to be creative. Like, do your thing. You want to buy a camera. You want to buy a microphone. You want to do what you do it. But actually, like, work at it. Like, I feel like there's always steps to a lot. Like, there's even steps to making music that some of y'all don't even be realizing. It's like, and then you be mad at the world when your music don't do good. But it's like there's steps to it. There's steps to literally everything. And I've seen people that barely do media or barely do photography and barely do videography that really gets mad when they don't have access to things.
Oh, I seen that. Even for Summer Smash, I've seen this one photographer. He tagged him in his story. He's like, "Fuck Summer Smash! Like y'all letting in all these photographers, and y'all didn't let me in." I've seen people do that.
A lot of events.
Y'all are wild.
Yes, when they don't get access to certain events, they get mad. They go on the internet. They go ranting. But I mean, I don't respect them, but I respect like the lyrical lemonades and the people that orchestrate these events for just not responding, like just letting it go, because it's like everybody don't, like, we don't get access to everything sometimes, so it's like everybody can't get access to everything.
It's also like when you go on this rant and say fuck lyrical lemonade or whatever the case is, what you think you're gonna get in there next year?
Oh yeah, you bad.
People don't understand
like
that either. It's artists that do that too.
I got it. Y'all, you know what we call that list? That goofy list.
Oh yeah, the goofy list.
I got my goofy list. Every time somebody do some goofy shit and tag me in, or I heard say my name, you go right on that goofy list. Don't try to be cool and be buddy.
And that's crazy to me too, because it's like, as small as Chicago is, like, we are a big city, but we are a small city. Everybody knows everyone, especially when you're moving in these spaces. So it's like, what in your right mind thinks that, you don't even have to say anything, because somebody could look at something that post and tagged you, but because they're cool with you, you don't got to make a call and say, yo, don't let them in there. They're gonna not let them in there off the strength of, yo, you blasting my mans. I'm not inviting you. You messy.
I remember I got into it with somebody. I got into it with this guy. I ain't gonna say his name, but I got into it with one of the journalists. I didn't even get into it with him. He had some really nasty things to say when I made that tweet about Chicago music a couple years ago. He had some real nasty things to say about me. And I hit one of his mentors and was like, "Hey, this your mans?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, I ain't know he was going that hard. I'm gonna talk to him. Cool. A couple months later, I was helping orchestrate, I think that's when Zay Osama had his movie premiere. He did like a short film for
shout out to Zay.
Yeah, shout out to Zay Osama. He did like a short film, and I was helping with like the invite list and stuff. And he had somebody else reach out to me to get on the invite list, and I already had the tweets that he made screenshotted. So I sent it back like, "Ain't this your boy?" And he was like, "My bad, I ain't know that was him." Da, 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 da. And I still gave him access at the end, but I told him, I said, "Just let him know not to play with me."
You nice. I would have held that against you. You ain't never getting in.
A similar thing like that happened. I know it be like, but sometimes I like, because that's.
I just feel like God gonna bless me in the end for being nice. So.
Bree be taking that high road. Me,
I'm gonna take it low. Yeah. I'm gonna take it to the flow.
Take it to hell.
It's just like my biggest pet peeve is goofy shit, bro. Like that's like my biggest pet peeve in life is when people do goofy shit. Especially when men do goofy shit. Like, women and kids can be careless and be in their emotions. I give you a pass. But when I feel like grown men doing some goofy shit, and like you could just pick up the phone and like, that's the biggest thing. Like, you can call or text. Like, if you have a question or you feel some type of way, like, you can, like, you can ask your question. You know what I'm saying? Especially with me, because I'm an open book. Like, I don't have no filter. I'm a damn to tell you how I feel and why this was like this. You know what I'm saying? The minute you start playing internet and gossip girl games, then we got a problem. That's how you on that list.
Do you feel like it's because you're a man too, so you understand like as a man, how you would handle things, so you would expect for another man to handle it the same way?
I just
or
think
similar?
as a real human, as an adult,
Don't be on the internet talking
like
crazy.
especially you on the internet. Like it's been times where people done talk crazy to me on the internet. When I saw them, what up?
Like, nah,
Is
what
you
up?
cool?
Yeah, what up with that?
I have.
You got
Yeah.
your
It don't gotta get crazy, but it's like we gonna clear this up person to person. Cause why you think it's cool to do that
hiding
on the
behind,
internet?
Hiding behind a keyboard and not.
And 9 times
addressing
out
the
of 10,
situation.
you have it in the back of your mind that you want people to like it, you want people to comment, you want to argue with us just because we are who we are sometimes. So it's like not even on no cocky ish, but it's like in the back of your head like the possible outcome of you putting this comment or the possible outcome of you saying something crazy to one of us. But I'm not gonna respond to you on the internet. I'm gonna catch you outside.
I feel like the internet made everybody feel like they got a platform, so they feel like this is my platform, so you can't take me serious. No, G,
I mean,
like,
technically, you do got a platform. It's just how you use it.
Yeah.
like I see, like right here, right. If I critique somebody's album, let's say we critique somebody's album, or let's say how we was talking about that situation that we may or may not discuss, like
I'm really trying to push for us not to talk about this.
how we discuss the situation is how you use your platform appropriately, right? So if we want to get on there and be messy, that's cool. But if we want to get on there and be like, okay, we're gonna talk about it, we're not gonna put no names in there, that's cool.
Having some form of integrity.
Yeah, we still being human about the situation, because people will get on this internet and call you all type of goofies, call you all type of names. Like we got a rapper disrespected the fuck out of Bree. You know what I'm saying? Then he turned around and disrespect the fuck out of you.
Until this day, baby, it's up, Curtis, when I see you, okay?
And it's like he called my phone, like thinking that supposed to be cool.
And
like,
he got on another interview and literally nobody was talking about us. Brought our names up and said that we was cool, we was friends. And I'm like,
oh hell no.
Is you the Lulu or what?
Nah, you over it. Like you over it because you just so
I shouldn't have
disrespectful.
said this curtains because if something really happened, they gonna go back to this interview and get implicated.
What?
We can keep going.
No, but no, it's like Vaughn 1700 said, you can't use interviews to incriminate yourself.
But never mind.
What?
Let's move on. But yeah, y'all just if y'all want to pick up a camera, if y'all want to do anything, learn the what they say, the way of the land.
Shit, learn the fundamentals.
Learn the way of the land, learn the fundamentals, learn the unspoken rules of being in media, not only in Chicago, but just in hip hop, in the culture. Don't be out here stealing nobody work, because everybody ain't gonna call you out. I respect the people that I respect Art for calling dude out, though. I think because at some point he could have called him on the phone, but sometimes when you it too much, it's like.
But what is he doing though? Like he stole like his footage and put his logo on it.
He said he stole. He was stealing like vlogs.
Taking their names off of it, and putting his name.
He'll take their credits off all that and just put his name on it.
And put it on YouTube and shit.
I don't know if it's on YouTube. I think he just put it on his page.
Yeah, he was putting it on his page. But if you go to his page, it was given kind of like. It was given kind of like he wanted to be like a promoter or like wanted to be like a media platform type thing.
You know, I checked his page out. Man, shit terrible. Yeah, terrible photos, bro. I'm not going. I'm so
yeah, the
sorry.
photos that you could tell that were probably his.
They terrible. They are terrible.
We're not gonna say terrible. They're
Bree,
just.
I gotta show you.
They're just in.
I'll show you right now.
They're under construction. Let's say that, because Chris, I don't want nobody waiting outside the studio.
Oh my bad.
On some Charlamagne shit, ready to get your ass up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, but work on your craft though. If you out there taking photos,
yeah, and just have integrity, man. If it's people that's helping you get in these spaces, don't go stealing the work that they doing around you, man. Like that ain't even.
That's not cool, dog.
Or at least ask them, like, "Hey, bro, can I post this?" Or if you gonna post it, just tag them. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You gonna tag the artist that's in the video? Why not tag the dude that actually made the video? But then I wasn't trying to tag that one girl that one time.
Oh,
remember that girl?
Yeah,
only because she got on the internet talking crazy about what's the word. Like, girl, we ain't gotta tag you in this little video, this concert. Take somebody else though. Okay.
We ain't got no more topic. The last topic we can talk about is.
Let's go. What they say, the feature presentation.
We can talk about.
No, we don't. Let's just talk about it.
I'm gonna say we can talk about how people on that bullshit with Kamala Harris, but we talked about that at the beginning, right?
We did a little bit, but we can come. I thought we should come back to that another time.
Another day.
Yeah.
We got shows
We
after show.
can peace. We gonna lead up to it.
We gonna peace.
Piece it out together.
I guess the last topic of the day, the one that we was avoiding. So
Y'all wasn't avoiding. It was really just me.
It was definitely.
I need to get out of my personal.
Well,
I mean,
I also
stopped
understand
being. It
that
stops becoming being personal. It stopped being personal when they put it. My thing is, if you put it on the internet, you put it feel free for us to talk about it.
But I think the reason behind it, the reason why we saw it on the internet from our point of view
party.
was kind of like a forceful one.
Let's talk about that. Like
it was forced.
Let's talk about that. I feel like this whole.
What are we talking about?
So what are we talking about? So one of the homies, he should not be named, got into a situation with a young lady. That's when we was talking about, in the pregame on live, we were joking about stealthing, right? So he met this young lady on a date nap, kicked it with her, did all the little shit. You could talk about the little good boy shit.
That read me. Ooh.
But
chest.
to fast forward, this relationship he had with this young lady, they ended up having sex after meeting each other on the date nap. And while having sex, at the end when he's climaxing is an appropriate word, right? While he was climaxing, he removed the condom and ejaculated on this young lady's butt cheek.
We need a teleprompter, y'all.
I don't know if it was the right or the left butt cheek.
We need a teleprompter.
It would not be Cody if he did not mess up.
We need a teleprompter.
But he did it right on the cheek.
The producer was egging him on, y'all. She like, yeah, great job, you're doing great. And then he just...
I can't say butt cheek.
No, man.
Buttocks.
No. That's a meme right there.
Gluteus
I can't say butt cheek.
Her back.
But it was her butt cheek.
You could say her backside. You could say backside.
But you had every word until you got to that.
Hey, Chris, butt cheek bad. Butt cheek's bad.
You could say backside. On her backside.
You could have said
he
behind.
nutted on her backside.
Nutted is crazy.
Okay, Robbie.
Let's move on.
Okay. So in this climate, he still so he put it in. he took it out and he ejaculated on her backside. The young lady.
The definition.
This was called stealthing. To my knowledge, this is my first time ever hearing this. Before I go forward into the story, can you explain to us what stealthing is?
Yes, stealthing is by definition, stealthing is the act of intentionally and secretly removing a condom during sex without the consent of the partner. It is considered a form of sexual assault and is illegal in many places.
Say it one more time.
Sure. By definition, stealthing is the act of intentionally and secretly removing a condom during sex without the consent of the partner. It is considered a form of sexual assault and is illegal in many states.
So,
what states is it illegal in?
Girl, I don't know.
Okay. I thought they listed it under. Sometimes they'll just be like California, Florida.
Yeah. So the issue at hand is that we was talking about it like, is this violation or this sexual assault? I'm under the pretense, and I feel like that if he would have, because the man did not insert himself back inside the young lady after that. He just ejaculated.
It was said allegedly he did not insert himself back inside.
Allegedly, right? So in this situation, this scenario, we're just gonna say that didn't happen. Which through text and DM conversation, the young lady, it seemed like she understood that he didn't go back inside. It felt like it was just on her. It was just sperm on her skin. I'm trying my best, yo.
I mean, well, that's technical.
You're right, on her skin.
Yeah, it was sperm on her skin, right?
He didn't say.
I didn't say life juice or nothing like that.
My God.
I said sperm.
Let's move on.
He didn't put
So
the
it was
baby
sperm
back
on her
her
skin.
On her skin.
It was on her skin. Most of us in the room is under, like, yo, this is like, stuff like this is common during sex. But if somebody didn't feel, if the other person felt some type of way, this is a conversation that should be had right then and there. Okay, you violated me, don't do that no more. Other of us feel like that was nasty and that could be a form of sexual assault. I open the floor up to you ladies, and then we can go back to answer this part first, then we can go more deep into the story because I know some parts we want to unpack.
I do want to apologize to my mom, my daddy, and Big E
Oh
before
no.
hand, just in case this clip get around on Facebook. I never knew it was stealthing, not the ting, it's thing.
Unless you're
Stealthing
Jamaican,
was,
it might be stealthing.
I'm a Jamaican. Stealthing, I didn't know what stealthing was before this. After doing some research, personally, it took me back to that episode of Insecure when
when he was on the couch.
she was when they was on the couch and Issa Rae she was like
on her face.
doing fellatio and it happened to get into her eye and she was pissed. But they talked about it. She was mad for a very long time, but they talked about it. He explained that, damn, like, I didn't think it was nothing wrong. Like, not like, he didn't mean to shoot it in her eye, but it was like, I didn't think it was nothing wrong with it because it kind of just, like, happens type thing. Like, sometimes it's something that they can't control. Like, there's things that females can't control that happens within our bodies while having sex. So sometimes it's, like, certain things that you can't control. But they talked about it, and that was something that they were able to move past. I can't tell somebody who feels victimized how to react. I can't tell that person, like, file a police report. I can't tell that person to not go on social media. But I also feel like you have to do the work to understand what will make you feel better as an outcome. Because putting certain things on social media when you in the midst of already being, like, angry about it, you don't think about, oh, this is gonna linger. You can't just put something on social media and then delete it and think that nobody saw it.
Especially considering who the person is. Like, if the person is somebody that is well known within the city, you didn't think.
Yeah, or even just for yourself, because you don't want to go into a situation where you applying for a job or you trying to work in a certain community to do something, and they like, hey, ain't you that girl that said that so and so? You feel me? Or vice versa. Like speaking hypothetically. But I just think that it's very important to not. We can't tell each other how to react, but just to
think before you react.
Do the work to make sure that what you're about to move forward on doing is the best option for you.
So,
and also
Mr. Man.
I feel like technically it's not stealthing if he didn't insert it back inside.
I think that there was some violation within what happened and took place. Was it stealthing? By definition, yes. It doesn't make it clear. Like, oh, you gotta, like, if you take it off and put it inside, then that's stealthing. That's not what this definition says.
That definition say having sex, right?
Any type of sexual.
They wasn't having sex anymore though.
Sex was done.
It was the sex was not done. If
he took it out, the sex is done.
I'm not having sex.
Sex is here. We ain't here no more.
He ejaculated on her. That's still a part of sex.
No, that's over with.
Is kissing sex?
At least to that.
All right,
man.
We talking about two different things now.
Yeah.
Like, we talking about
during sexual intercourse, he can't. So but what you're saying is doing this, he can't physically take the condom off if he's already inside. He's out. He got to get out and pull it off. Correct. So during the time he's getting off,
can't come off while it's on this.
Yes, but he's not doing it purposely. Bringing it, him coming out and taking it off. Like, how many times? So you telling me
you almost there? Paint that picture.
Go ahead.
Just saying.
To answer your own question.
You on the money?
You right there.
The money.
Just visualize it a little bit more.
Jump,
okay, but how many times have you ejaculated and then kept going after you ejaculated? That happens too. So how do you? Where's the ending?
So what we're not gonna do, right? What we're not gonna do. And
he need a shirt that say what we not gonna do.
We're not gonna do. We're not gonna put. Before we start doing hypotheticals, let's answer and let's talk about the facts that's been presented to us, right? So what's been presented to us and what both parties that was involved in this have agreed to what happened was that he did not go back in.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and he did go. He ejaculated on her leg. So
Not on her leg. That's the two different situations.
on her butt cheek.
On her behind.
Two different
On her
I
behind.
don't think it will. Okay, so it's not, by definition, it's not stealthing, but
So-
I will say that it is violent. There is some violations to
If
that.
she feel violated,
If she
I thought
feels
she's right
violated,
to feel
right.
violated. Everybody is right to
Did he
feel
go
however
in
they
it
want to
with
feel.
the mentality of like, yo, I don't think that's what that was.
So okay, I'm in agreement with y'all. If somebody was to do something during the sexual, that's like
So okay, so let's reread the definition again. I'm actually
I
let's
thought
see.
we've been over this definition like 20 times.
This is
Okay,
easy.
according to
Go ahead.
Wikipedia, stealthing is non-consensual condom removal. Wait,
It's a
let me
person.
read that again. Okay.
We're a joke. We are a joke. Like,
Non-consensual condom removal or stealthing is the practice of a person removing a condom during sexual intercourse without consent, when their sex partner has only consented to condom-protected sex. Purposely damaging a condom before, that's just kind of like they're
Yeah,
going into
that's-
other.
yeah.
I just know
aspects
that
of it.
I don't want to have sex no more if the man got to go in the bathroom and say, hey, is it time for me to take the condom off?
So that's the conversation we were
No.
speaking about during
So
pre.
he no sexual assault.
What? I'm
based
serious.
Based on definition, there's no sexual assault. There's violations. So that's why
Yeah.
I want to kind of take this.
She could feel violated.
She can absolutely feel
She can
violated.
definitely feel violated, right? Now, moving to the next part of this, right? The reason why it's at our desk and the reason why we're talking about it is because how she handled her violation.
Yep.
Now, sexual intercourse, having sex, this is a two-person thing, right? So I feel this is me, if this young lady was not assaulted, I feel like there's the way she handled that situation should have been between those two people. There's no way, there's no world where I feel like this should have been taken to the internet, because now we're talking about an insider character. Now we're talking about making it seem like it's sexual assault and something that it wasn't.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think also when we are speaking about just how this was handled, while we cannot tell anyone who is violated how to handle things, I think this is going back to Bree's point, a moment where you have to kind of say, because this is the thing, is this was sat on for a while. This happened in May. So we're in July now, and this just is now coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So that means this person sat on this for a while.
Pause.
In between that time frame, she demanded some things, which were
STD test.
an STD test. It took him a little while. He was very consistent in his communication based off of the DMs. Yo, I can't do it. This is why I can't do it. But as soon as I have them, you'll have them. He followed through with that. And he said, okay, here are my results. I have them. The conversation kind of, should have been done after that. Personally speaking, I don't understand, and I might get flack for this, but why? I want to know what the motive was behind what you did.
Because if she still
You got what you wanted.
If she got what she wanted, but and that goes back to really doing the work to understand how the outcome of understanding what your next step might make you feel like in the long run. Because even though she did feel violated, she felt like, okay, I feel violated. Let me try to clear my mind by getting, requesting him for this information. The information came. I still don't feel safe.
I agree with that. I
and you
got
to figure out why.
I agree with that stuff.
Why do you feel unsafe?
I don't feel safe. So now her next step is, and this is just me thinking as a woman who could have possibly been through this situation. I don't know exactly how she felt. I don't know the girl. So now my next step is, this is not enough for me. Maybe she feel like he doesn't feel how she feels. So now it's a thing of
I'm gonna make you feel how
I
feel.
need you to understand how I'm feeling. I need to know that you feeling how I'm feeling, because she could feel embarrassed. She probably went to some of her friends and said something, like it probably got to the wrong person. Now a couple more people that's in the circle probably know, like it could have been anything like that. So now she's really trying to just kind of make herself feel safe, but that doesn't mean that the right steps are being taken to feel safe, because I feel like it kind of makes it worse when you bring it to social media.
Yeah, because now you are not only reliving what may or may not cause trauma for you, you are also bringing on, because when you're bringing this to light to someone who is well or known in the city, who has ties to different things, whether it's community work, whether it's whatever it is, right? That person has people behind them too. And I'm not saying this is not oh, don't tell your story if there's people behind them, or they got some type of platform, you shouldn't say anything. What I'm saying is that this specific situation, because he gave you it gave you what you needed. He apologized. You wanted to
Go ahead, jump, Jay.
You wanted to embarrass him.
You want to embarrass him.
And within that, you also, there were racial undertones within what you said too.
Ooh, where is my cup? I need my cup.
And I don't even know if I should be going this far. Should I?
Oh,
You the queen of racial call out, so what's the word, baby? Keep going.
You already started.
I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, I have to look to the left.
So why do you feel like that?
Well, one, you were very adamant. Well, she was very adamant about HIV results, and just then naming the people in community work that
is what rubbed me
violated.
the wrong way.
And so then she spoke on, well, you say you protect black women and you learn from black women.
That is what rubbed me the wrong way.
You're a Caucasian woman.
Oh, wait, I didn't even see that part.
Yes.
You the one that put the pic. Sorry, y'all.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Is given the history behind how Caucasian women have used,
unless we got
weaponized their voice, and this is history. We're not even just talking about this specific situation. We're talking about history. They have weaponized their voices because they felt rejected, or they have weaponized their voices against black men and have put, like, Emmett Till is a prime example of that. And so you have to, when you are moving a certain way, especially in this situation, if she says she does community work and she says that she is, connected however she is, there should have been some type of
we have to stop letting people in our spaces that's really not here to protect us.
Or
and he needs to be more careful on the people that you meet on Hinge.
Yeah. But also, like, this is a lesson for him too. Like, it's not
even just internet dating. I know people that met on the internet that have had blissful, wonderful
relationships. I don't
relationships.
think it's that either, but I think it comes down to,
if you going on Hinge, you know what you going on Hinge for. But other than that,
just being more mindful of the person that you're sleeping with, and also
stop letting people in. But to that point, being more mindful. You probably went on. You do your research when you meet people. You go on their Instagram. You learn what they do.
Well, she booked him for a photography session too, and she sent him.
I want to stop talking about this.
You don't do that with your clients. That's crazy.
You should know better. And then, I don't know what's the word for it, but it's like not even an infatuation, but people be wanting to just see what's to you opposed to really getting to know you. That goes for men and women.
I was talking to somebody about
that. That goes for men and women. So it's like, just be more careful. Like, get to know some people on both sides, his side and her side. Get to know each other a little better before y'all decide to just take clothes off. Because as soon as I would have sent somebody some money to pay for their hookah bill, she responded and say, "Good boy."
That's another racial undertone. Like, this is what we mean by.
Is this the same situation?
Yes, he paid for her hookah bill. The DMs. Yes, he paid for her hookah bill. It came back. She responded and said, "Good boy." Like, I'm chained up to.
Oh no, never mind. This is a little racist. That's a little racist.
There's
This
an
is what I mean
undertone
by
there.
there's a
Little
racial
racist. I ain't even-
undertone to this.
I didn't even see that.
What I'm not. I just want to make it clear though. I am not condoning that behavior though. I do what he
Good
did.
boy.
It's
No,
still
we're not condoning
it's
it.
still
If she feels
there's
violated,
still a violation.
she has every
but
right to
it's
feel violated. But I just
what
feel like
happened
this
and
story from
transpired
the
after,
beginning
yeah.
to the end is just all messed up.
All I'm gonna say this because I feel like, listen, I love women. I have nothing. I love women. I have nothing but respect for women. Like,
Don't piss me off,
I work
Cody.
with women, so I'm gonna just throw that. I gotta throw that disclosure out there.
Don't piss me off.
So
Cody.
if y'all ever clip this up and y'all want to go back in my history, I'm telling you, I love women. I came from a woman. I was raised by a woman. I got nothing but respect for y'all, right? So that's that. So with this, when it comes down to this particular young lady, right? In this particular situation, violation, yes. Okay, I get it. Understand violations.
And he should not have, and he shouldn't do it no more.
And I think moving forward, if this young man ever decides to have sex ever again in his life,
He probably got PTSD now.
I think
Having PTSD from having sex is crazy.
and that's just what I'm
Wait,
getting
what?
to because when y'all, I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand at the age that I know this man to be, for what he presumed himself to be, the way you having conversations about sexual intercourse with the woman you finna do it with. Like, a lot of this shit should be already on the table. You should know her freak level. She should know your freak level. Like, y'all should even have that energy and know what's
It's
going
the
on.
first time for everything.
It was a first. You
It's
know,
the first
little-
time.
I get
Yeah.
it. I get it. It's first time for everything, right? But it's also read the room. We met on a dating app.
so you don't know that person that well.
We don't
On
know-
Hinge
what-
at that.
So you
Tinder.
already know what
Tinder.
time
Tinder?
it is.
Oh, even
It
worse.
was Tinder.
Yeah,
You know
Tinder
what
worse.
time we on. We know what time we on. I'm paying for your hookah bill. You know what time we on.
When she
Well, I
said
don't think
good
we're-
boy, you
Where-
knew
Hold
what
on.
time she was
Hold
on.
on,
You
though.
should have
Hold
asked
on.
me
Where
that
y'all
right
see
now.
that at, though?
I don't
Instagram?
think
It was
we're-
a DM.
I don't think we're arguing consent though. We're not arguing
We're not
consent
consenting.
in that manner.
But this is what I'm saying.
But-
I
though.
think we're just saying everything
Thing
leading
is
up.
to
Like,
it. You know what time we on. So when we get to the bedroom, I've been having sex since what? I've been having sex for 2 decades now. 2 decades. in my life.
Congratulations.
all I'm saying is, all I'm saying, and those them 2 decades
Oh,
of me
boy.
having sex, I have never in my life beforehand went down the things that what I am and not gonna do. Like, we not okay. Can I do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Now, if I was to do something, or if she was to do something while we was in that bedroom, we'd be like, nah, we're not doing that, and we gonna continue our act.
I've been in those situations where it's
Yeah.
like, I ain't really, or
I don't really
don't
like
do
that.
that.
Move the leg like this,
yeah,
or
it'd be
don't
like,
don't touch
Turn
certain
around.
areas on my body.
So-
I
Too
don't
much
like
teeth. Yeah.
Is
But-
that the same thing
that.
though?
Teeth, yeah, I hate
It's
teeth.
like when you are speaking of,
Please.
because here's the thing, the argument could be with that is it is a bodily fluid, right? And he is putting this on her, and we don't. To her defense, she doesn't know what he may or may not have.
This is true.
This is
This
true.
is true. This
But
is
this
true.
is what I'm saying, right? Once that happened, that is a conversation for right then and there. And then everything that you needed from right then and there from him, from testing, if you felt some type of way after that, I understand you go take care of it. My issue with this is that you don't make this dude go do this whole dog and pony show on this internet.
Yeah.
You don't got people thinking that now you got people talking about, I'm sorry this happened to you now. Because I'm looking at the situation, I'm like, there was no assault done here. It's a violation. That's just like the same thing if a girl is giving you fellatio and you don't, like, y'all haven't discussed if she gon', and this is just PG-13, my grandma watch all this shit. But it's like, if a girl's giving you fellatio and you don't give her the disclosure you coming or not, sometimes you post, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But if you come, some girls might like it and want you to come on their face. Some girls might like it, oh, come on my breast. Some girls might swallow it. It's different shit. The ones that don't like it gonna be like, why you just do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
because
that's the conversation you have right then and there.
I'm not going to the end. So in your aspect, to your point,
we all adults here, right?
We
to
are
his
adults, but
point,
damn, Cody.
to his point, he went a little graphic with it. But
Bro.
to his point, yes, if this
There's
happened
some hoes
to
in his
me,
DM.
if this
Cody,
happened
you
to
know
Nah.
what
me,
you doing.
I would be pissed. Not gonna hold you. I would be upset. But I also feel like that would be a conversation. Like, yo, don't do that. Like, what's wrong with you? Don't do that. But in the same token, again, we go back to like,
We can't tell her how to feel.
yeah.
We can't. There's nothing that.
But
we
no,
can't
and there's
tell her
nothing
how to
wrong with how she feels. I think it's just in the manner that it was done.
Trying to
where
make
it's
it
like you
public.
are painting a picture to the world, to the community that he comes from. Especially because I feel like that was geared towards like a specific community.
Oh yes, if we gonna talk about it, we could talk about it. Cause even if we gonna talk about it, we could talk about it. Cause even just being a man in certain spaces, like hold yourself with a certain type of integrity. Move a certain way. If this is how you want to be, if this is the person that you decide to be in the public and in the private, be that person. Because things like this is what gets you knocked down a whole lot of steps. All the work that you say you done in the community, everything that you say that you've been building up.
Yourself.
Like now you have to explain yourself, and now people are gonna sit, and now you're gonna have. I mean, I'm not gonna be that person because I know him, but it's like you're gonna have people that are gonna just strictly equate you to this one situation,
especially if they don't know you or they don't know. Because here's the thing: is that when you put something on social media, it's not reaching just whoever they're following, especially on Twitter. This was
so now new people about
posting
to
on Twitter.
I
see tweets,
all the engagement.
I see tweets all the time. The
people I'm not following. The only reason I feel like the only reason why there even was an apology from his end publicly was because she forced it from Twitter. That was one of her main requests after she got the
like. No, you're going to.
But even with that, before that,
she pinned the tweet too.
One more point before that, when it came to her asking for the results. I feel like as a man, as a grown man, even if you don't have the funds to get it done, ask your homies. You could do a couple more photography gigs. You can ask some people from your do a GoFundMe, do something.
I don't think
that was the
was
reason.
Even, that wasn't why she exposed him though.
No, I didn't say that was why he exposed him.
Okay.
But I said if you know that this is already an uncomfortable situation for a female, and now you're privy to like, okay, this is what this is. I didn't know. Like if you really wholeheartedly did not know, because a lot of us didn't know what Stelton was until the situation came about. If you wholeheartedly did not know what it was and you see she's in distress about this is affecting her mentally, it could possibly affect her physically, depending on how these results was coming out. You could have gathered together your community and got a couple dollars and made this shit happen. She should not have had to wait damn near a month.
I agree with
to get her results.
With that.
We're grown. I mean, like we make things happen every day.
There's free clinics, and then there's also
But even with the free clinics, that's what kind of make you wait. Like, but I get it. But it's like no, like when the situation's at hand, handle it like a man.
Well, I mean, you go to Cook County and get tested.
Okay, I'll go to Mercy. You better go to
I'm still on the.
You really could.
I'm still on the point that I feel like that's just why I don't feel like it never should have escalated to
social media.
To social media, but I'm going to say this that I'm glad. And kind of like I guess I don't know.
But just like every situation, it started a conversation. I feel like didn't need to be had. It's unfortunate that. Yeah. The way that it happened, but I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be had, and hopefully a lot of more men and women and whoever go by pronouns, they, them, RG, whatever you want to go by, make sure y'all being more careful. Be more careful and ask those questions. I'm so serious. Ask those questions beforehand. Don't be afraid. Just like you're not afraid to open your legs, don't be afraid to ask those questions.
Especially when you having casual sex with someone. It is your responsibility to have the conversations to, speak up. You don't be shy about something. Don't be shy about it if you about to get into it. Okay. You gotta have those conversations with the person that you're sleeping with, especially if you are a person that is super. You might be a little sensitive to, like some people, they can go into a casual sex, and be a little bit more open-minded with things. But if you know that you're a little closed-minded to certain things, you have to have those conversations.
And it's liabilities that things might happen. Have those conversations, but this conversation was not intended to piss nobody off. It was not intended to make whoever was involved to feel like y'all was wrong or y'all was right. This was just a conversation that we need to bring to our audience because we felt like it was something that literally nobody, as we started off in a group chat, and literally nobody in our group chat knew what it was.
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
Literally did not know what it was.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I first saw the video, I thought he had a sexual assault allegation.
I was scared.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
I didn't know what happened.
How he was up there like.
Yeah,
I thought he was
so-
really finna like.
And we just
About some,
hope
don't nobody want to have no. That's what really blew me. It's like, bro really thought
he really thought he was like nobody wanted to fuck with him.
no more. I'm like, gee, all right. Now I have to go see what's short. I'm like, gee, once you read into what happened, it's like, all right, gee, like that.
But
shit.
this is not here to undermine what happened. We hope that both parties get to heal from this. I really think that both parties. I hope that y'all get to heal from this, and also just be mindful of what you're doing, not only sexually, but in certain spaces, and not offending certain communities because you feel like you want to be a part of something that you. That's another conversation. I'm getting too far deep. But yeah,
just be aware.
Just be aware, man.
Brothers.
If you're going to protect these spaces, protect these spaces.
Brothers. That's all I want to say, brothers. 1, stay off day naps. 2, Dr. Umar Johnson be saying some real shit. Some real stuff. Sorry, Cree. Sometimes you gotta understand when you having sex is also it's a culturally thing. It's a chemistry thing. So the person that you're having sex with, the person that you want to have these activities with, make sure they understand your culture. Make sure that y'all have chemistry. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all could be y'all on that same wavelength. So when it is done, the allegations and things.
I'm not gonna not have sex with an Asian man because he don't understand black people.
I don't think
that's what I'm not gonna do.
But hold on.
But that's women though. I'm talking about men.
I don't want him to not have sex with me because
I'm talking to specifically. I'm talking to specifically black men.
That's so racist.
No, that's not.
Because Asian men don't be in the. I can't speak for Asian men. I can't speak for white men. But I understand for black men. We be in the history of in these situations where people from other cultures, when they try to weaponize certain things, right? They try to say, "Oh, we forced ourselves on them," or this. Like, no, bro. Like sometimes if you gonna be a certain type of way and people don't understand you, bro, you gotta start protecting yourself. And this is a clear example of my man's that not protecting himself, getting involved with a young lady with somebody that's not from the culture. So Umar be right.
Cause good boy was crazy.
That's all I gotta say. You try to just go against me, and then that's just crazy. Like,
I'm sorry, but you right.
Yeah, let's get that. But moving along, thoughts and prayers to everybody involved.
Yeah, I really hope y'all heal from this.
And
legit, both parties. I hope y'all heal from this, able to move on.
And I hope people watching was able to get good conversation, enjoy this conversation, and get information to know how to move forward, what they got going on.
We logging off.
Show was ended. We had a good show.
I would like for people to put in the comments how they feel we be like handling certain situations, because I know sometimes we be playing.
But I also feel like that's like Trump speaking. Like you just kind of have to like
some things really just be like, bro, what?
Yeah, ain't gonna lie. Some of this shit be like, wow. Like,
good boy is crazy.
Good boy is nuts. I didn't even know she said that.
I think I still got the screenshot.
I gotta see that.
I think I still got the screenshot.
It's a lot crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I ain't even finna say this on camera.
But yeah, but y'all free to give us free opinions. Let us know how y'all feel, how we be tackling certain situations, especially like the more serious ones. Because sometimes I feel like you do have to dumb it down for like the everyday listener. Not dumb it down, but make it in like put it in the most like simple, lamest terms as possible. Because sometimes if I'm not privy to what a certain situation is, I want to hear about it on my level.
Yeah,
like introduce me to it in a way that I'll understand it. Mm-hmm. And I think we do a good job at that. But we'd like to hear from y'all.
Nah, that's valid.
And we can wrap up.
We can wrap up like this. Anybody been listening to new music? Not the same music we've been talking about for the past month.
I listen to Blast.
Yeah, I was gonna say I listened to that new Blast. It's pretty good.
How y'all feel about the new Blast?
I like it. I like him in general. Like I love his music. I'm not
Blast
a super
don't make
big
bad music.
I'm not a super big like Cali music listener. Like I'm not a fan of a lot of Cali music.
We know.
Nobody was talking to you.
We know.
Yeah, we know what you like.
But anyways, I thoroughly enjoy listening to his music. And it doesn't even I don't even feel like there's a lot of times we cater towards like or gear towards nostalgic music, like things that make us feel, but I don't even think his music gives that. It's just a breath of fresh air in the R&B scene. I feel like.
Nice. Shout out to Blast, man. Good music. Great. Yeah. Can't wait till you come to the city, bro. All right, y'all. Good show. Make sure y'all follow us at home. Make sure y'all have a good week. Hey, great seeing you guys in person, man. Great energy. Let's keep these smiles going. Once again, RP to Sonya Macy. And yeah, I'm Cody. This is Jay. That's Bree. What's the word? Peace.